Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
And we have got the most beautiful range of jewellery. Faith and Brown, I know you're going to fall in love with so many different items, and the great thing is we have prices for everybody, and we've even got Father's Day gifts.
Yeah, we've got jewellery for men, jewellery for ladies, jewellery for everybody on this show, and a piece of gold that you're gonna go crazy for. We've got lots of brand new todays. We've got earrings, necklaces, and Faith and Brown, we're so pleased to have them with us here at Shop on TV because they bring a great range that is affordable but great designer pieces. Great quality.
Italian design, sterling silver. You really have got the most amazing opportunity to get pieces of jewellery that really should be so much more than they are tonight. You've got 25% off absolutely everything. And silver and gold right now is, the value of it is huge, premium prices. So we really have got a special night where you are going to get something really special, whether that's for yourself or whether that is for a gift. So please do get onto the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk, and anything that we perhaps haven't been to and you'd like to see, do email in at studio@ShopOnTV.co.uk and let us know, and we'll go to it as soon as we can. But have a little nosy. We have got prices from around about $22.50 upwards, and honestly, we've got pieces that are so designer inspired.
Yeah, we've got some of the best sellers, we've got some traditional pieces, we've got some real contemporary pieces, something for everybody across all the ages, and there's going to be something there for you. And if you do see something you like the look of, please email in studio@shopontv.co.uk and tell us you want to see it, and we'll get Vicky to talk us through.
Some of those pieces you could look elsewhere and find these for hundreds of pounds, and honestly you really have got some beautiful deals, and we've got a beautiful guest as well, a lovely lady who is the founder and one of the owners of the brand. How are you, Vicky?
I'm really excited about tonight because obviously spring summer we've got that, and we're just turning that corner of that really rubbish weather that I think we've all endured. That is the word, isn't it? Totally endured. We're turning that corner, and so actually I think this is the perfect time to go, right, spring summer wardrobe, what do I want to get out of my looks, how do I want to style myself? And I think always with spring and summer there's that boundary that says I want the impact of jewellery but easy wear, because we get a little bit warmer, hopefully, you know, and actually your jewellery has to work for you. We've then got, you know, events, we might have holidays, we might have, you know, parties and things, those kind of things.
Maybe,
exactly. And when we've got all of that going on, actually our jewellery can work for us, and that's the important thing, is let's have our jewellery working for us.
And not only work for you, your jewellery can make you feel so different. The reason you started with a beautiful range like you have now is because you wanted to feel beautiful, and jewellery can make you feel beautiful, can't it?
I think it's almost like thinking about the tool belt, you know, what makes you feel good. You know, you can make yourself feel good in lots of different ways, but jewellery can just lift and elevate. You know, putting that piece of jewellery on could say, right, I'm ready to face the world, and that is what it does for me, and that's why we created Faith and Brown. Faith and Brown stands obviously for myself. I'm part of the team, I'm Brown, and actually of that, it also stands for F&B, for feel beautiful. And everything about our jewellery is designed with that feel beautiful factor, precious metals, luxury craftsmanship, you know, all of those things that hopefully when you wear this jewellery, you are going to feel beautiful.
Wearability, versatility, and we were just
affordability.
saying affordability.
That's the priority. I'm a northerner. I need affordability.
However, silver and gold is, the price of it at the moment is huge.
It's genuinely astronomical.
It's gone through the
where
roof.
we start to look at, you know, the principles of actually even the last time I was on air. And I did say last time I was on air, I know I said if you're going to buy now. And actually since then, it is both silver and gold have hit ceilings and surpassed. So silver has hit a 3-year ceiling and gone beyond. Unprecedented price rise in silver. Gold, an all-time historical high. It's never been so high. So we really are looking at what you could classify as intrinsic value to your jewellery. What I mean by that is that you're getting a beautiful piece of jewellery, but it already has a value because it's based upon the creation of precious metals. And all of the pieces tonight, there's not one piece that isn't about that gorgeous precious quality. It's either sterling silver or solid gold. And if you are looking for gold tonight, I have got one deal, and is literally the deal that I have bartered. I have genuinely worked everything I can on that price point to make it affordable in comparison to where the price has moved. Because as I say, in this just the last even month or so, the price has gone crazy.
Now the gold piece that Vicky's referring to just at the bottom of the screen, we will get to it. You can find it on the website. It's an 8-inch bracelet. It's good for him, it's good for her, it's good for everybody. I've seen it, it's beautiful, and it's a real gorgeous weighty piece. It's the biggest saving on the show of £187. Now we said everything 25% off.
Yes.
Let's get started with the first piece that we've got on the screen. These are a heart-shaped earring, and one of the options is brand new, isn't it?
Brand new. So our Stardust collection has garnered so much fantastic response. Everybody loves to have that little bit of elegance, but that's mixed with the sparkle, and the sparkle is beautifully set into this channel set detail.
You feel like you're wearing diamonds, don't you?
Exactly. And in fact, you know, I often when I wear my Stardust earrings, the conversation is, those are beautiful diamond earrings, and you kind of have to work back from them. No, they're not diamonds, because actually the sparkle and the impact that you get from the Stardust is glorious. And now silver is the most reflective metal in the world, so all we make sure is that we maximise on that, and by doing that we create this wonderful sparkling texture. No gemstones, as I say, just looks like diamonds are set, but it's actually created by diamonds, because what we use is we actually tip our drills with diamond paste to create that majestic light reaction that you're seeing here.
And even when you get really close, you still think there's stones
Exactly.
there.
And that's the amazing thing is that the texturing that we can do is actually that this is a linear texture, so it does give even more of that feel of gemstone setting. But that's not where we stop. And this is the first time nobody's seen these. I haven't even shown them on social.
Wow.
I've had a little bit of a teaser over the last couple of weeks. And this is our brand new colourway to our Stardust, introducing rose-coloured Stardust. And this is adding a warmth, a texture, a little bit of I would say, femininity to that sparkle, and it really does catch the light. So if you are looking for that little bit of elegance that just gives a little bit of personality, rose diamonds, pink diamonds, champagne diamonds are massive at the moment. You can get some serious price points. There is that elegance to that coloration that says, okay, if you like your pink diamonds, go for the rose-coloured Stardust, and then you have got the silver. Now check this out. These are not just hoops.
They are so
heart
beautiful.
hoops, personality, individuality to your hoops. And we all love that style of the hoop, you know, that curvature, the way it frames the face. But to give that personality to the profile of the heart shape just really adds that extra element to it. And I have to say, when I wear these, I actually really enjoy people going, oh, you know, that little bit of, they think they know what they're seeing from the front because it looks like a classic hoop, and it is a classic hoop, but it's a classic hoop with that little twist.
They look so fabulous in, and you can really see them catching the light there. No stones there at all, though you would think they are diamonds. No stones at all, so you're never going to lose a stone. You're never going to have to worry about, you know, oh gosh, I can't wear them, they're too expensive.
The fastening's great on all the Faith and Brown earrings as well.
Very cleverly designed, aren't
It's
they?
just a click and lock clasp on there. Again, even looking at Vicky's ear, it looks like you're looking at diamonds, doesn't it? But it's that diamond cup finish that you can see with that beautiful shaping when it comes to the heart shape. So we're looking at the silver. Remember, the quality of this jewellery is superb, but you've also got that brand new rose finish available tonight. Now, at $28.50 the price, I've got to let everyone know, one postage per order, so do multi-order. You'll only pay that one delivery of $4.95, and if you spend over £30 in your basket, you'll be able to spend and spread the cost with PayPal Pay in 3. Any more on this one?
Well, it might be that actually when I look at these, I was thinking as I was dressing these myself, i.e. trying them on, and I was thinking to myself, actually this would be a great one to take for your summer holiday packing. Take 2 pairs of earrings, one daytime, maybe you want to go for that elegance of the rose colour for the daytime, and then on an evening, crash of light from the gorgeous silver. So maybe actually you're looking at these as going day wear to evening wear.
Both pairs.
Exactly, why not?
The thing I love about your earrings as well, I've got quite sensitive ears, and so a lot of things will upset my ears, whereas your jewellery,
Hypoallergenic.
absolutely.
Absolutely guaranteed. Sterling silver is hypoallergenic. In fact, silver itself is used in a lot of medicine because it has that hypoallergenic quality. So the nice part about this is, you know, and I always say this, if you get heat in your ears whenever you put a pair of earrings in, if you get agitation, if they go red, that is because your ear is reacting to what you're putting in it. It's probably a brass or a nickel, and you think, oh, it says silver, well, it's probably a silver plating or a silver coating. It's not hypoallergenic. It's not doing any good to your ears. These are guaranteed. In fact, all of the earrings tonight, every single one is hypoallergenic, and it will make a difference long-term looking after your ears. I promise you, if you have any agitation in your ears, you just need to wear silver. And at these prices, it's almost like you're getting really a silver plated version, but it's not solid sterling silver.
I wanted you to know that at home, especially if you think, well, actually there'd be a great sweet 16th birthday, perhaps someone's just had their ears pierced and they want some bigger earrings now. They will absolutely be perfect. Both of them stunning. I'm not sure, would I go for the rose or the silver?
Both. Go for both at this price.
Absolutely. Day to night, go for both. And there's that very clever clasp as well, which
click and lock. Literally, you will hear the click, you'll hear that lock, and you know they're in place, and that's where they're going to stay. Absolutely.
So 626279 is your item number, 626279. Just choose which option. I'd go for both, like I say. Your silver and your rose. Everything comes with beautiful packaging as well. Feel beautiful, Faith and Brown. So 626279, you'll find everything on the website. Now we're going to go to another brand new to our shows.
These
when I saw
are
these,
stunning.
Lovely. Now details are changing on the screen for you. These are the creoles. That the twist shape really adds.
This is
such a
about
feature.
personality. I always think that jewelry is a perfect way to introduce yourself.
Yes.
You're framing your face, and actually the reality is that for the most part, these are going to create a beautiful framing of your face, and because of that beautiful twisted movement, you're getting more sparkle, more movement. You're really going to capture that breathtaking light reaction, and again, we are creating that impact with both the silver version as you have it here, and then you have the rose colored version as well.
They're both stunning, aren't they? I've not really seen them close up on camera, but
I love the shape.
Gorgeous.
And they look great again from every angle, and your jewellery is very much like that. Whether you're seeing them from the front or the back or the side, they look absolutely incredible, and these are going to be a perfect present idea. You've got a massive saving. We're very busy already, and of course, because you are spending over £30, you can instantly use PayPal Pay in 3 and split that cost over 3 interest-free actual payments. And the great thing is one delivery. So if you're thinking of presents, if we've got birthdays,
I think you've got to tonight.
So affordable. Well, we were driving in thinking, whose birthday have we got? We've got because they're so affordable. Yet it looks like you've spent an absolute.
And I always say, with earrings, you never have to worry about whether they're going to fit.
No,
you know,
so
neckwear,
true.
wristwear, there's that little bit of a will it, won't it? But actually, with earrings, one size fits all. It means that you can eat your cake and wear earrings.
And wear your earrings.
Absolutely.
That's a good logo to live by. So your item number there, 421347. Remember, this is brand new today with us. Silver or rose finish as well. We've got
and that rose finish,
creole.
brand new. But like you were saying, really, really popular. Those sort of champagne diamonds now. And though again these look like diamonds,
they're not. And actually, the reality is the two things I'd have to say about diamond earrings. The first thing is that if I were trying to create this kind of quality of light play from a diamond, I'd have to choose high grade, because the light play of silver is so powerful that you would have to choose a flawless or a VSI grade, high grade diamond. Now that's fine if you've got the budget of tens of thousands of pounds, because of course the size of these hoops, we're going to be creating that with maybe 1 carat to 2 carats per ear. Okay, so let's say if you have 4 carats worth of flawless diamonds in a pair of earrings, well, how much is that going to cost you? Now, if it's going to cost you £10,000, put it into that budget. How many times are you going to wear those earrings?
Be scared to wear them.
Exactly. You'd just be worried.
Yeah.
I would be concerned.
Yeah.
Now, the beautiful thing about these earrings, you're getting all of the impact of that flawless diamond based on the light play, but you're also getting the guarantee that you can wear them and know that you've got them in your ear. Well, at a price point that makes, in many ways, no sense at all for the quality that you're actually getting. £30. It's not the kind of piece of jewellery that you need to be precious about, but you should feel precious about wearing them because they are precious metal. They are luxury feel. They have got that quality of craftsmanship, even to the point where if I just rotate them round, we haven't stopped at just the front profile. That would be obviously a great way to save money if I didn't have to do the full 360. Yeah. However, in my life, I think if you're going to do it properly. That was my granddad's saying.
I love it.
Do it properly or don't do it at all, and brilliant. That is it. We're going to do it properly. That means if you've got your hair up for an event, you've got shorter hair, you know from every angle and even to the profile. Now look at this, even this. Can you see how we haven't even left the side profile of that detail textured to give you that light play to maximise? When you wear your earrings, you want to know from every angle somebody's going to think, wow, and you deserve to have that for whatever price bracket we can do, and that's a £30 price tag. And if I put a perspective into £30 for a diamond pair of earrings, you couldn't get a pair of diamond earrings. No. You just couldn't. You know, even synthetic diamonds these days. Yeah, good luck.
Now let's see these in because they look absolutely amazing in. You're going to fall in love with these straight away. Absolutely brand new today. Oh, they just look fantastic.
That design, that detail with the twist there, it really comes alive in the ear, doesn't it?
And they catch the light like you won't believe.
So we're looking at the silver option. Remember, we've got PayPal Pay in 3 available, so you can spread the cost interest-free. All you've got to pay is $11.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments, and that includes your postage. And if you want to add more in, you won't add any more postage on that. You'll split your entire basket across 3 interest-free payments. So 421347, that is your silver option. Don't forget we've got the brand new rose option available as well for you.
And what a great gift as well. So please, if you are thinking you've got birthdays coming up, it'll look like you've spent an absolute fortune. Check everything out on the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk. Browse ahead of us because we have got prices from around about $22.50 and upwards. We've got real gold. Everything is sterling silver, hypoallergenic, all the earrings, brand new earrings today as well. I love those drops with the balls. They are amazing.
Yes, 2 pairs of earrings in one look. They're gorgeous. And actually my little go-to is those gorgeous puffy heart studs.
Yes.
I love them. You're wearing them. Every time I look at you, I kind of go, yeah, I really do love those.
Do check them all out, and please think about the Sweet 16 birthday you've got coming up, the 30th birthday you've got coming up. Perhaps you've got a 21st. Perhaps you just want to buy something really special that they will put on every single day. That's the nice thing with this jewellery. You don't have to save it for a special occasion.
And that is it, is that it is precious. It has got intrinsic value. You are offering something that's not going to be thrown out in a couple of weeks' time. It's not a pair of socks that will get a hole in them. This is quality that gives a personality to the person you're gifting it to, but also a memory, because I think of all your accessories, you wouldn't with handbags or shoes or anything like that, but it's something that has a real meaning. It's something that will be gifted and have longevity.
I've probably got every piece of jewellery I've been bought since I was a teenager.
Never thrown out.
I've got 2 jewellery boxes because they all mean something. I know who bought what.
Especially if they were gifts.
Yes, and I think actually the interesting part about it is that when you take that piece of jewellery and you put it on, you have an instant connection. When I wear my nana's, my nana didn't have a huge amount of jewellery. You know, I'm from a Pitt family up in the northeast. She didn't have a huge amount, but this one brooch, every time I wear it, it's almost immediate instant connection. Can't think of anything that can do that for me.
No. Other than jewellery.
No. Yes, instant connection.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now this next piece, take a little look, because you are going to think completely designer. Absolutely.
Yes.
And so versatile and so stunning.
And look at the price before we start talking about it. This is why I can't get over it, because if you bought that designer piece that we're talking about, it would be nothing like a price that we've got. $26.25. It's a 20-inch wearing length, 277530, and you've got different colour options in this length, haven't you?
You do. You have the silver. Now all of them are solid sterling silver. You then have the 18-karat gold overlay, which is our beautiful yellow gold option, and then you have the 18-karat gold rose finish as well. So you have the 3 variant options, each one of them $26.25. Now just so you know, they are all the same length. We're just showcasing them. They're not different lengths. We just draped them so you can see each one individually. I am wearing them all at the same time so you can see I wear this so much. Spring and summer, I think, is a beautiful time to have an open neckline and add beautiful texture. You can still keep it very simple on your outfit, but you can really add texture and colour quality. And you can see there, look
how it
at
catches the
that.
light.
I mean, this is what I mean by designer. You know, you can walk into a room and wear this piece of jewellery, and from a distance, wow factor, getting closer, the light just will not stop, really catching the eye. And because you do have the chance, because we have got this beautiful quality, and I'm just going to keep rotating so you can see, because of the price point, I would say buy all three.
Yeah.
You know, buy all three, put them together, wear them individually. If you're going on holiday, take all three, and then at times just wear one, put them together, wear it as a tossard as I am. Tossard means twisted, so you
Right.
can twist it up so you can create that. I wouldn't say anything other than work them together.
They look stunning.
That oval mirror is going to give you such an impact, whatever you're wearing it
Can you
with.
imagine with a tan and the sunshine shining on your neckline and really just catching that colour? Absolutely beautiful. Now, 3 options in the colour there, all sterling silver, but you have got that rose gold and you've got that gold overlay, which is absolutely beautiful. An 18 carat as well. Absolutely stunning. But you will recognise that as a big designer look that would cost so much more than 26, 25. And just like Vicky says, a really nice idea to buy all of those to work together or to wear individually.
And creating that tonal quality to your jewellery really adds a new nuance to how you style. I think a lot of people have got into the habit of wearing just silver, just gold.
Well, that was the thing, wasn't it? But it's not like that anymore.
Not at all. In fact,
very
the exact
mixed
opposite.
now, it is,
It's
very
all
mixed.
about creating texture. It's all adding about that dynamic of different tonal values. And you think about that beautiful crispness of the golden tone against the skin. And this is, look at that. I mean, it sings, doesn't it? Because the reflections are so powerful, and that's what silver is. It's the most reflective. It's the reason that it's in such demand, not just in jewellery, but actually industry right now. We're talking about solar panels, we're talking about electric cars. The use of silver is so in demand. We're looking at over half of all silver that is currently sourced goes straight into investment.
Wow.
The other half, right, goes into industry, goes into jewellery. But you know that even if they doubled, even if they had the chance to double everything that is currently being sourced, then it still wouldn't give enough of to the demand at the moment.
There wouldn't be
So
enough.
there's not enough.
277530 is your item number. Again, you've got your colour options. Like Vicky said, go for all 3.
Yes.
And they are all the same length if you've just switched
Yes,
on.
yeah.
We've just staggered them so you can really see the colour. And you can see there's sort of a collarbone length, which is an absolutely beautiful length, I think, to go out with every outfit. However, sometimes it's so nice to have that longer necklace. And if you do like to wear a block of colour, I think a longer necklace works really well.
And we do have a longer option available that we're going to show you. This is a 30-inch. Now, this is just in the silver, isn't it? But
I've just reckoned in my head at the price point. I just caught my eye on the price point before we were going to
I told you not to look.
Whoa.
$28.50 for a 30-inch
Yeah.
necklace.
The 30-inch designer.
Yes.
Right, this is, if anybody out there goes, this really looks like ... and it's a very well-known designer. You are right to say it looks very much like that, because this designer that we all know of actually has their very own style of this mirror chain detail. Now, mirror chain, as you can see here, it creates these wonderful oval links. And this designer, which we all know of, can charge up to £700 for a smaller size necklace than the one that you're seeing. Wow. So it really is a designer piece of jewellery in terms of inspiration, but the price point is affordable, and that's the bit. We're not compromising on the quality of craftsmanship. We're going to Italy. In fact, we source all of our silver from some of the finest places in the world. We actually craft in Arezzo, which is one of the pinnacles of Italian jewellery design and craftsmanship. And on top of that, it's precious metal. So we're not even having to compromise on the quality of the metal to get it under £30. And that's for a piece of jewellery that can be worn in so many different ways. Now, One of the things I will say is if you're inclined to try and get the most out of your money, hands up, that's me.
Yes, please.
If you want to get the most out of your money, a 30-inch chain is your must-have. If you're going on holiday, short-term break, you know, you're just flying off for a couple of days and you want one piece of jewellery to do everything, 30-inch mirror chain is the only one I will say I think you should have without hesitation. And the reason I say that is because, first of all, beautiful elongated drop. So if you are wearing a block colour like you are here today, or I am, actually what this does is it just creates a beautiful visual that gives you a bodycon effect. So it draws into the waist. Lovely jubbly, we'll have that as our 30-inch. But then, because it is a 30-inch, you then have the opportunity to take that 30-inch and wrap it round. And as you wrap it round, put it together, you then have...
Lovely. So the right necklace for every single neckline.
Exactly,
every
so then you
outfit.
can wear it like this,
Completely
or you can wear it like
That's
that.
nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's nice, isn't it?
Isn't it?
With that stagger, yeah. $28.50 is the price.
For 3 looks, essentially. And again, you know, just think about day wear, evening wear. Am I going to be wearing with a vest top? If I am, then this is going to be the shorter length because I've got that exposed décolletage. Am I going to be wearing this with a maxi dress? Great, 30-inch, elongated. This is the piece of jewellery that will keep on giving. And I do genuinely say, for £30, I can't think of a better piece of jewellery which will offer you versatility and, of course, it's solid sterling silver, intrinsic value at a time where the only thing that everybody's talking about is where the price of silver is going to continue to rise. They're not talking about, you know, oh, where's the dip, where's the drop? They're actually just saying, okay, this has broken a ceiling. Now it's broken the ceiling. How high is it going to go? Yeah. Now, obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I have no idea what's going to happen next in the pricing of silver or gold. But actually, the reality is that whatever you're buying tonight, you're buying something that has an intrinsic value. Fact.
And you've been in this business for
nearly 20 years.
haven't you? Your passion is fantastic, but your knowledge is incredible.
Well, the interesting part about silver and gold at the moment is that you have to be on the pulse because it is shifting so quickly. And in particular for those, can I just remind you, the extraordinary thing is that if you'd have bought a piece of silver 20 years ago for £100, that £100 of silver would now be worth £470.
Wow. Gosh.
Like, it's not changed. You've literally held something for that period of time, and the value based on the fact that the prices have gone up so big, it's the largest. It's crazy to think that you have got something that can hold an opportunity that looks beautiful, feels beautiful, but also has a value to it.
It really does, and the 30-inch sterling silver at
30.
$28.50
That's crazy.
is spectacular. It really is. We're busy on the shorter length as well. Remember, the shorter length comes in a rose gold, yellow gold, and the sterling silver. All of the jewellery that we're looking at right now is sterling silver at the base, isn't it?
That's right, sterling silver, and then of course the rose gold and the yellow gold are 18 carat. And the reason that we choose 18 carat gold is because when you have such a high reflective metal like silver, if you placed anything less than the purity of 75% pure gold, which is 18 carat, we take 75% pure gold, anything less is too dull. You've got the reflectivity of precious metal like silver, you've got to layer it with the same quality. And so this is essentially like a Viennetta because we're taking the loveliness of silver and we're layering it with the loveliness of 18 carat gold.
And lots of you going for this already.
Busy.
Lovely to have your company on STV. A very good morning to you. If you want to go for it, you see the item number at the top of the screen is what you always need, whatever you are shopping for. ShopOnTV.co.uk, or you can order on the phone. 03333 241 241 is the phone number, and it's a 24/7 call centre, so even out of the show hours you can order with us here at Shop on TV.
And do shop ahead of us on the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk. On the website you'll find absolutely everything. We've got a price for everybody, we've got a style for everybody, very much designer inspired, and everything such incredible quality but such great affordability as well. It's all about wearing wearability. It's all about feeling great and feeling beautiful, and that is what this range, Faith and Brown, is actually all about, is allowing you to put on a piece of jewellery that makes you feel incredible. And a piece of jewellery can completely change an outfit. So if you are perhaps dashing in from work and you're going out to meet some friends, you could just put a necklace on or some great earrings and feel like you've had a shower, you've changed, you feel fabulous as you walk out the door. And actually what you did is ran in the door, threw your work stuff in and ran out, but you feel amazing.
And change your mood with a beautiful
definitely.
piece, and so affordable across the entire
And
range.
gift-wise, honestly, any birthdays, go and look at the calendar right now, because tonight is the time to buy. Got 25% off absolutely everything. And that's whether it's a sweet 16 or whether you're going for a 30th or there's a 50th coming up or a 55th.
Oh.
Which I think is a very, very
special
novel,
wasn't
year.
it? Thinking of
Very
yourself there.
special year.
Now, speaking of which,
55.
this piece that we've got now is the piece that you chose to wear.
Absolutely love this for so many reasons.
Well, the moment that you look a piece of jewellery like that on the neckline, you go, okay, how much money does that cost? There's a weight to this piece that we can't underestimate. In fact, I'm going to go straight to the fact that you are in this necklace getting over a troy ounce of silver. Now, when we start to talk about troy ounces, we're essentially talking about trade amounts of silver. Let me put to perspective on what a troy ounce is. So you know how you would probably equate to buying gold in gold bars.
Yes, yeah.
That's the bullion. Okay, so in trade of silver, we'd buy in troy ounce. So this is a troy ounce. It's a whopping 31.7 grams of silver. It's huge. Now, what that means is essentially when you put this on your neckline, Hayley, hopefully you can guarantee this. It feels magnificent.
It does.
There is something really beautiful about putting a quality piece of jewellery on your neckline. Now, from that weighted, beautiful quality, and it's that Belcher design which gives you the strength, gives you that quality of wearability every single day. Now, I have had this piece of jewellery for probably about 3 years now in my own collection. I wear it pretty much every day.
You had it on tonight.
I did, that's right.
I
go to the gym in it. I don't take it off at night. I just wear that and my stretchy bracelet. I don't take them off very often. Now, of this, all I can say is that it is never anything other than feeling good against my skin. And I do go back to the feel-good factor about jewellery. It's something that's very tactile, which makes you feel good about yourself. Now, not only have you got the Belcher design of this, you've got the designer detail. Now, if you're looking at this and going, that looks like a very well-known designer.
It certainly does.
I think you might be right there. Yes. That design, perhaps you like to go and have breakfast there every so often, you know, it's nice blue box.
Yes.
Of that, what I will say to you is that if you like a designer piece of jewellery, who doesn't, but you don't want to pay the designer price tag, which will take you up to £800 to £900. If you don't want to pay for that, then how about you get Italian craftsmanship, you get over a troy ounce of sterling silver, you get the designer impact of the T-bar design, which is always a central pivotal part of said design. And on top of that, not only are you going to get a signature heart shape that you have in your charm, you also have a secondary heart charm that adds even more personality. Now, if you do want to add this as even a personal touch to your own or to somebody else, you could get it engraved.
Yeah.
You know, engraving maybe £10, you know, if you go to your cobblers or anything like that. I have actually bought this for my niece, and I bought it for my niece, and I put her name on one side and I put her birthday on the other day.
Lovely.
And it's one of those pieces that I know, like you said, in that jewellery box, she will take it out when she's 20, when she's 30, when she's 40, and know, Auntie Vicky bought me that. Auntie Vicky bought me that on this day for that purpose. How many things that you have from your birthdays, go back, how many things do you remember that you got? How many things do you treasure from your birthdays? How many things do you gift and then forget what you've gifted 2 days later? This is non-forgettable because it's a piece of jewellery that has such a personality to it, and it can have that personal sentiment engraved on the front and on the back as you see fit. As I say, I've got mine done two-sided and it cost me £10.
I think this would be great for a new mum, and you could actually have the initial of the mum on the big heart and the initial of the child
hello.
on the little heart.
Oh, that's
and then
nice.
the date on the back,
Yeah.
or you could have the date and the weight.
Yes.
You know, really.
What a great
really
idea.
Beautiful.
I love the chain as well on this.
Yes,
it's
it's
a lovely
Belcher
design
chain,
of
very
chain.
solid. And I love as I say, from my point of view, wearing it for the last 3 years, pretty much day in, day out, I can say one of the most important things for me is that when you're wearing your jewellery, you're not worried about it. I don't want anxiety. I don't want anybody wearing this fiddling with it. It sits beautifully with a weighted look, and that's because it sits exactly where it should. It's a 16-inch, which gives that perfect curvature on the collarbone. Now I am going to highlight the fact that anybody who wants to follow the current look of the moment, collarbone style is the way to go. Literally giving that beautiful feature against that collarbone. It extends the neckline and it highlights the shoulders. And actually, Hayley's shown that beautifully. Can you see there? Extends the neckline, so it's framing the neck, giving you that extension of the neck, and then it's highlighting the shoulders. And it's called the princess drop for a reason, because of course it gives that status, it gives that beautiful quality to framing the neckline. Beautiful.
Great
Looks fabulous.
statement piece with your hair up, as Hayley just
Yes,
showed.
or short
us
hair.
Yeah, or
Yes.
shorter hair, exactly. It should be £175, and at that price, for this designer-inspired piece, it's a brilliant price. However, everything's got 25% off with Faith and Brown with us tonight. And we've also got PayPal. So it means you can spread the cost with PayPal paying £45.40 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Remember, PayPal only available online, and you do need a PayPal account, but you can spread the cost interest-free with PayPal. So 043816. You can multi-order in there. You'll only pay 1 postage, 1 delivery of £4.95. Busy on that one, already going.
And if you are buying it, oh my goodness, almost 10%
Almost 10%
of the
of the stock's gone already.
has sold out and gone. We haven't even gone to ITV yet. STV really busy on this. Don't forget, we do have a matching bracelet to go alongside this. So if this is perhaps for a birthday, perhaps as a partner, you're buying this for your partner, and then actually the kids could then buy the bracelet as a little
Lovely.
extra.
Yes, please.
gift.
And the
Good
interesting thing about this one is that I actually did this yesterday, and I want to encourage anybody who likes to price research. I'm a bit of a price researcher. I've already acknowledged the fact that it took me 3 months to buy a kettle when our last one exploded, because I am such a price researcher and I like to know what I'm getting, and I like to bang for my buck, I think is what they
Too
call
right.
it. Yes.
Love a deal.
Yes, genuinely, but 3 months for a kettle, a little bit over the
bit
top.
excessive.
Yes, but of that, I encourage you, in fact, I implore for you to go and do your price research so that you know the quality that you're getting from us, but you also know the value that you're getting from us. And that's my biggest thing, is that I want you to understand that you are getting Italian craftsmanship. You are getting the luxury, and this is 17 grams of silver. So this is the distinction of that precious metal that has an intrinsic value. Now, the price point that we're achieving at the moment, I can't guarantee will always remain. And the reason I'm saying that is the price of silver, even in just the last, in fact, on Friday of just that gone, Friday just gone, the silver hit a 3-year high ceiling.
Wow.
Now, obviously, once this stock sells, the reality is that when we recreate it with the higher price point of silver. We're not infallible at the price of silver going up. So I'm saying this with real, absolute clarity. Don't want to say it, but it's the fact of the precious business that I work in. Once these have sold out, I will not and I cannot guarantee this price point. And that's not me dangling the carrot, that's just telling you how it is based on the way the price is shifting at the moment.
And it is that point when I read your brief, the amount it's gone up and how quickly it's gone up,
right.
and how it's going higher than anyone ever thought it was.
Do you know that the demand on silver is 632 million troy ounces?
God.
This year, that's just in the year, 632 million troy ounces is the demand.
Oh my word.
Crazily busy, and then so many reasons to be buying this evening. But actually, I think one of the main reasons is you just fall in love with these pieces, and you're going to feel fabulous giving this as a gift. You're going to feel fabulous wearing this. This again has got the 2 little hearts there, so a nice gift perhaps for a new mum, great gift for a sweet 16th, a 21st, a special birthday, great to treat yourself as well. And lots of people going for the necklace and the bracelet. And like I just said, the necklace, perhaps you could buy that as for a partner. and then perhaps the kids could buy the bracelet as the extra gift.
And you know, the nice thing about the weighted design that this is, as I say, 17 grams. And if you are price researching, there's just one other thing I've got to say. Price researching, it's really important though, is that it has to be like for like.
Yes.
Right? So is it the same craftsmanship? Is it the same weight of silver? Most websites will not tell you how much silver you're getting. And the reason they do that is because then you can't price research,
And that's
and then you can't.
even the designer website.
Yeah, even the top end.
Our producer's looking
Across
now
the board.
at the certain
But
designer
even
we're
more
talking
so designers, because actually what they're saying was, well, just pay for my design brand.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have to justify what I've got. I'm justifying this. 17 grams is a lot of luxury.
Now, Vicky, you were right about this. This
Yeah.
was the one that you thought was going to be the bestseller of the night. Already, we're hugely busy across the board on this, and we don't have as much stock as we would have liked.
And once it sells out, I will absolutely say this. If I can get it at the same price, I will. If I can create it for the same price, we will. The truth of the matter is that no crystal ball can tell me what's going to happen next on price. I can tell you that I watched a very interesting article. If you're interested in where the price of silver is going, I highly recommend it. It's on a very, very well-known website. Just type in price of silver, where's it going, and it'll come up, right? And if you watch that, you will understand why I'm sitting here going, this is a really good time to buy, because I can't guarantee the price point's going to sit as it is, right? I don't know what's going to happen, but what I do know is that chances are recreating this piece of jewellery for this price point going forward is going to be a very, very challenging scenario.
Now, we are going to have to move on from this, but can we just remind you, you have got a bracelet and a necklace. If you're going for the necklace, 10% of the stock has already sold out and gone. Absolutely beautiful, stunning piece. And all I will say is, whilst we've got the stock, because we do think that is going to be a
really
sellout.
busy on this right now. So if you want to get it, remember you can spread the cost interest fee. It should be £175. We've got a huge saving for you. $45.40 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you're using PayPal. It's a £43 saving on the usual price. Across the board, whatever you're shopping for, 25% off the whole range from Faith and Brown. 043816. Now, we've got to mention something that you've already found.
Do you have a siren? Do you have one of those, like, kind of a, woo!
Yeah, we do.
One of those
Maybe a
things.
klaxon, yeah. Get your
honk,
attention.
a honk.
That's a noise I love.
That's more like a clown. A honk.
I love it. Anyway, we're talking class. Calm it down. We're going to go to a gold piece. It's not very often we have gold pieces with you. The value here is spectacular. I'm going to hand over to you straight away.
I mean, genuinely has taken almost, well, especially based on the last week or so, it's taken a lot from our point of view to be able to give this saving. And I will just clarify, this saving is essentially pushing us to the very limits of an opportunity that we wanted to create based on this current moment in time. So solid gold that you're getting here, 9 carat gold that you're getting, so that's 37.5% pure gold, and you are getting well over 7 grams of gold in this Cuban bracelet. Now, again, price research on gold. If you type in what's happening to the price of gold, I will promise you there will be not one place that talks about anything other than unprecedented event. Historically, the highest price of gold that has ever existed.
Wow.
30 years. If you're really interested, just click on the graph that shows you, and it's like a ski
Goes
slope.
upwards.
Don't.
Yeah, you know, like Eddie the Eagle, he has to go up, right? And it's just straight up in the air. That is it. That's what's happening right now.
Wow.
It's an extraordinary moment in time. We talked about the price of silver 20 years ago. Okay, gold, buy that £100 of gold 20 years ago. That £100, £600.
Gosh.
That's crazy.
So this is a real weighty piece. It's an 8-inch
7
Cuban
gram
bracelet. It's great for everybody, completely unisex.
Absolutely.
£189.15 on your first of 3 PayPals if you want to use PayPal on the website. 650646. It's a great Father's Day present, isn't it?
Yes, I think what I really like about this piece is exactly what you've said, unisex, but the guarantee of once it's on your wrist, you do not need to take it off. It is Italian crafted. Now, when you talk about gold and you talk about Italy, it's like talking about, well, Sean and Haley. They're meant to be together. And that's the reality of this, meant to be together. Yeah. Italy and gold as one. And I have to say to you, this is the perfect opportunity.
Absolutely stunning, massive saving. And as we were saying, the price of gold at the highest it's ever been. 650646 is your item number. It's that Cuban bracelet. It's 8-inch and it is for absolutely everybody, completely unisex, but ideal for that really special birthday, ideal for Father's Day coming up, but a really beautiful piece, and a piece that you would hand down. Perhaps you're buying for a 21st right now, and I know, like my brother did with his watch that he got for his 21st, his son's 21st, he passed it down, and it would be that sort of piece that you would pass down.
Absolutely, and the reality is, and this is probably the ultimate one that I can say, to recreate this piece of jewellery for the price point is, I'd be fair to say, it's a no-go, because there is nobody out there that says that the price of gold will retract to the point where I'm matching what I could when I created this piece of jewellery, you know, probably about 4 or 5 months ago. The price point has shifted so quickly, it's moved so fast, that I would suggest of all of the pieces tonight, if you're going to make a purchase based upon an opportunity, then this is, I would suggest, the opportunity, especially when it's on the split pay. I mean, that's amazing.
Great that we've got PayPal Pay in 3, so do split that cost as well. So 189.15 would be the first of those 3 payments. It also splits the delivery, and remember, there's just one delivery per order, so put as many items in as you like if you're thinking about birthdays and things.
Yeah, you can multi-order and just pay that one postage. So if you want to get the gold, that was a quick preview of the gold because you were already looking at it. 650646 is the item number. The website's where you'll find everything, but we've got such a great collection with Faith and Brown, and Faith and Brown want you to feel good in your jewellery, and that's what these pieces will do.
It is. There's a price for everyone, there's a piece for everyone, there's a piece for every age. It's men and women, and you have got an opportunity with these prices to get that perfect gift for somebody else, and they'll think you've spent an absolute fortune. But putting on this jewellery makes you feel fabulous and beautiful. So honestly, shop ahead of us on the website. We'll see you in a second. Hello and welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley.
And I'm Sean.
And welcome to ITV. STV is already with us. ITV joining us, ITV1 right now. It's really lovely to have your company. We're going to show you everything that we've already seen because we have got some most beautiful pieces from Faith and Brown Jewellery. It
is a jewellery showcase that we've got for you. The best way for you to shop is to look at everything on the website. So go to ShopOnTV.co.uk. As you scroll down, once you've clicked on the show, you'll see all the different pieces we've got. So affordable, such great quality. It's not just sterling silver. We've got a great gold piece available for you on the show as well. And real affordability, where the prices start just over £20.
Gemstones as well. And of course, we are launching spring and summer. This is the time to get that jewellery on and feel amazing. You've got 25% off absolutely everything, and if you're spending over £30, you will instantly have the opportunity to use PayPal Pay in 3 and split that cost. We've been massively busy in our first part of the show with STV. The gold bracelet is absolutely flying, as is my necklace, which I chose to wear. And you are absolutely loving as well. This one I will be trying to sneak out. It's an absolute beauty. It is a beautiful piece that does have a matching bracelet as well. We'll put that on the You May Like. But really is a stunning piece that gives you that designer look, but affordability.
And you'll recognise that designer we're talking about just from the design just there. 043816 if you want to go for that beautiful piece.
And I should perhaps mention right now, over 10% of the stock of this has already gone. So do be super quick, because this one will be mine. I'm not going to share it with you at all.
I think I'm going shopping.
But there are some for you right now. But let's meet our beautiful
You can
guest.
hear her in the
Sorry, I know, I realised, sorry.
But it's good, it's good. This is Vicky Brown joins us from Faith and Brown. You're the co-founder, aren't you?
I am, yes. And I'm actually really excited because tonight we are celebrating you know, hopefully getting over that hurdle of what's been quite dreary weather. I don't know about you.
They said it's been the dullest April ever. We've had hardly any sunshine at all.
And I felt it, but actually I feel like we have, you know, the last couple of days, we've had the dangling of the carrot that we might be there with a little bit of sunshine. So with that in mind, we're heading into spring and summer. So we are bringing you the ultimate chance to add that spring and summer lift to your wardrobe. Now that means that of course with spring and summer we could be going on holiday. You might be looking for an event like a wedding or a, you know, celebration. Whatever's going on, you need that piece of jewelry to work for you. And today I'm so excited that we're going straight in with a little bit of sparkle.
Now your Stardust collection, when we first saw it,
popular.
we thought it was like a diamond finish.
Yes.
It's such a clever finish. So we're going to start with the bangle. We got a great price on it because we've got 25% off everything on the show. It's down to $52.50, and we've got 2 different colourways here.
We're talking solid sterling silver. So before we get started, just to let you know, everything that you're going to see tonight is in a precious metal.
Great.
We don't work with brass or nickel or any of those derivatives. Everything is a precious metal of sterling silver or solid gold. So the good news is the first thing that you're going to see is the beauty of what sterling silver can do, because sterling silver is the most reflective metal in the world, and my goodness me, have we got some craftsmanship that is showcasing that. So take a look at, first of all, the 2 options. So we have the silver and we have the 18K rose gold option as well. So you've got 2 derivatives, and I'm just going to take this off and showcase exactly what we've got. Now, there's a really big article at the moment in a very well-known glossy magazine. If you like your glossy magazine, I like my glossy magazines. I read them and then I put them back on the shelf because they cost so much to buy these days.
Haley bought some the other day, and I was like, "Is this £4.50?"
I always buy them for a friend when I go and visit her.
For a friend.
And, no, honestly, I do.
Yeah.
But you can instantly, you've spent £8–10, and
Easy.
you've got 2 magazines.
Like
You're
that.
How on earth was that?
Well, in this very well-known glossy magazine that I did put back on the shelf, they highlighted 3 very well-known jewellery boutiques. Now, these were from Place Vendôme in Paris. We went to New York. We went to a very well-known New York jewellers that sits on the corner just beside Central Park. I don't know whether you know it. Now, of those, there wasn't one diamond bangle, and they were bangles. There wasn't one diamond bangle that was less than £10,000.
No way.
Now, if you've got a £10,000 budget, lovely jubbly,
Happy
go
days.
for it. But first of all, if I had £10,000 in a bangle, I don't know whether I'd wear it.
No.
I'd be so scared of losing it that I wouldn't actually enjoy wearing it. So that would be my first thing. Now, of that £10,000, actually not one of them had the full 360 of diamonds. What they had was 1 runway of diamonds. Now I'm going to showcase what we have here.
A single.
Exactly.
So the back would be plain.
Exactly. Now,
Wow.
of that, what I'm showcasing here is that within the design that we have for you, you're getting all of the look of that world-class diamond bracelet. First of all, no price point that's anywhere near that, but second of all, no diamonds. Yes, not one gemstone is set
This makes no
this.
sense what you're saying. 'Cause
Exactly.
It just looks the same, doesn't it?
And of that, what we actually have here is silver craftsmanship. Now, this is the catwalk design, and the catwalk design, as you can see, we've got almost a square grid formation, which gives that almost paparazzi glitz that's catching the light in each part. So it's crafted to make it look like they are channel set gemstones, but it's not just silver craftsmanship. Now, we do use diamonds, but we use diamonds to cut the silver, because with diamonds it's the hardest element, therefore it's 10 out with the Mohs hardness scale, and of that we tip the diamond, the drill with diamond paste to get this perfection of craftsmanship. Now again, let me just rotate this round and showcase the full 360. So it doesn't matter how this sits on your wrist, when you wear it, you will guarantee that beautiful reflection of sparkle. And I'm just going to showcase one of the things that I am really proud of in our designs is the consideration of wearability. Now, we've put a hinge design in this. Anybody who struggles with dexterity issues, anybody who struggles with clasps or struggling with bracelets, I find bracelets really difficult to put on. I used to really struggle when my husband used to work away, and he used to go away for 6 days, and I'd wear the same bracelet for 6 days because I always used to struggle so difficult. I just could never do bracelets very well. But you can see here, we've got this lovely hinge design, and then of that, you put it on. It's oval form, so it sits around, so most bracelets are round, but actually the wrist is oval. So we've created that
Much more
design.
comfortable.
And then finally you have got that little secure clasp just there, and that gives you that nice solid security of once it's in place, that's where it's going to stay. Yeah, so you've got that click, and hey presto, it's in place.
Fabulous.
Really easy,
Isn't it?
So
And
great
look
if
at
you've
that
got
on the wrist.
dexterity problems, like you say. That's the silver option, but we've got the rose gold as well. And together they look great when you stack
Now
them
my
up.
Auntie Sandra I saw this week. I went away with my aunties.
Hi, Auntie Sandra.
I mean, they're mad as hatters.
I bet they're
Oh,
fabulous.
fabulous.
I'd
I
love
mean,
to come on that
I
weekend.
tell you, I don't know whether you would. I mean, they'd devour you. Literally, they'd
Leave
have
me
you for
alone.
breakfast.
Definitely. That's what I'd like.
The thing is that when my Auntie Sandra saw this collection, the lovely part about it is that she decided she needed to have 2 of the rose and 1 of the silver.
Nice.
Ah, nice. So
And I have
rose,
to say,
silver,
when
rose.
when she put them on, I was like, oh, it has to
Really
be.
good.
I genuinely think the complement of these colour tones together are so luxurious. Again, going on holiday, you could take the 2, you could then mix and match, one day just the silver, one day just the rose gold, play them together on an evening so they complement one another. The wearability of these bangles is what makes them so much an asset to your jewellery collection. And that's what I want you to think about. You want to see your jewellery working hard for you. We do not design any of our pieces to look good in your jewellery box. We design your jewellery to look good on you, and there is a really big difference about how you wear your jewellery when it's there for fashion or when it's there for how you feel.
And that's what it's all about, making yourself feel good with pieces like this
Yes.
at such great
People are going to
prices.
comment, aren't they? When you got something like that on your wrist, they're like, wow. You know,
When did you win the
it's-
lottery?
That's it. Because thinking that was a diamond.
Yeah.
Actual bangle, and honestly it looks like diamonds, it looks like stones, but you'll never lose one of those stones because there's not actually a stone there. It's such an amazing design, and it catches the light, I imagine, more than a diamond actually would, if
Well, I
that
can
makes
show
sense.
you. Okay, so I can show you. There's a channel set diamond. In fact, I'll try and take it off. So my engagement ring, I'll take it out. Can I take it out of shot just so that I can?
Yeah,
That's it.
okay.
I'll do that while we show those. I'll take my ring off. So my engagement ring is it's a decent grade of diamond. And I'll showcase it alongside its channel set, so it's exactly the same principle of what we're trying to recreate. If I put my diamond ring alongside that channel set,
Gosh. It,
I'd
the
have to
bracelet
accept,
sparkles
you know,
more, yeah.
Thankfully, I know the husband's in bed because he's looking after aeroplanes in the morning.
That's good.
So we know that he's not watching that I'm belittling
You
the
don't want to
fact
upset
that my
him, Ben.
engagement ring doesn't sit quite as nicely as this gorgeous silver. But it gives you a sense of what a diamond channel set
Yeah.
ring can
Yes.
produce, and actually what this. Now again, I'm going to put this out there. If this was going to be a high quality, you know, I think these are VS Guy grade diamonds, so high quality grade diamond. If I was going to try and recreate that, it's a 2, 3, 4 carat piece of jewellery. That's a £10,000. The reason that a designer brand is asking you for £10,000 for a diamond bracelet that looks like this is because of the cost of the diamonds above anything else. Because you don't have the diamonds, you don't have the cost. But you're not compromising on the sparkle because you've got the silver quality. You're not compromising on any of the precious metal impact because you've got sterling silver. And this is a solid sterling silver bangle. These are not flimsy. They're not, you know, like kind of lightweight. They are weighted, and the hinge design really will create that, what I would call, wearability factor if you
That's
do.
so clever. Because so many people do struggle with putting bracelets on. And that
Bangles
makes
in
it so,
particular.
yeah, it makes
I think
it so
bangles,
easy.
people often, in fact, a couple of my friends have said, oh, my fists are too big for my wrist. And I was like, what? Say that again? But I understand, because actually if you've got a closed bangle and you're
Yeah,
trying
you
to get your
can't
hand
get your hand in
through,
it, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Don't have that issue anymore.
No,
if
you
you've got
don't.
big knuckles, yes. But look, no issue. Absolutely no issue. You know that this is going to fit. That's such a lovely way to buy your jewellery,
Yeah.
is to know that one size fits all.
And again,
based
like
on-
you said earlier, if you're buying it as a gift for someone, you don't need to worry
right.
about sizing anything. 412247 is the item number. You've got 2 options in the finish. Remember, the silver or the rose gold finish. And again, to reiterate, the quality here, it's all superb quality, isn't it?
Yes, and that's the I guess in some ways that plays into the feel beautiful. I don't think, in fact, I think you know when you're not wearing something that has a quality.
Definitely.
You know when you're wearing a piece of costume jewellery, right? You know when you put a quality piece of jewellery on because you feel it.
Yeah.
And there is something about precious metals against the skin which make you feel good. And I think from my point of view, I think with these bracelets in particular and the bangles, because you know that you are going to get that wear out of them, but who's going to get the reward? You are, because sometimes when you wear a piece of jewellery on the neckline, everyone else gets to see the beautiful jewellery. You, every time you look down, you might be at the keyboard at work, you might be, you know, I don't know, driving the kids to somewhere, or, you know, heading off on a holiday.
Might be holding a nice glass of wine.
of champagne.
Champagne,
upgrade over
please.
here.
Oh yes, that's it. Oh, we'll go with anything, to be honest, just a glass of anything.
glass.
But of that, you get the reward, because every time you look down, you're going to feel and see that beautiful
And because it
sparkle.
catches the light like it does, it will always be seen by everybody else as well. You'll fall in love with it as soon as you take it out of the packaging. You'll fall in love with it when you feel it to actually pop it on. But when you feel it against your skin, you will feel $1 million. And that's what jewellery can do. You can actually sort of pop back in from work, throw that bracelet in and go out for an evening and feel absolutely fabulous. And you can see that, I could see that, and you're wearing a leather jacket. I could see you in a really glitzy dress, that looking amazing, and just a plain black, you know, your little black number looking fabulous. It's going to go with everything.
So wearable.
And you know, that's something that we really work hard on. Our team is so dedicated. But one of the things that we do talk about is about that wearability factor. What I don't want to have is a piece of jewellery, first of all, that you keep for special.
Yep. No.
I don't know about you, but this for us, my family, sadly, you know, we've had in the last year too many moments that have reminded us that there's no such thing as a special day, because every day is special, right? Let's not leave that special jewellery for another day.
Every day you wake up is a special day.
Bang. And how many times have we lived through recently, you know, moments where we've kind of lost sight of that? But actually, with jewellery in particular, and a price point like this, you know, it'd be very different if this was a 3,000 piece of jewellery. I'd be going, yeah, maybe have a think about when you're going to wear it. This isn't. This is, you know, a price point. Well, is it what, £20 3 times over, or whatever it is. There you go. But if you're looking at that price point, this is the everyday feel-good factor. This is the waking up. And, you know, I'm of a certain age now where I wake up and sometimes I've had rubbish sleeps and, you know, hot flushes and all of those things that are influencing my waking up feeling perky or not.
Mood.
Yes, but if I've got something in my tool belt that says I can feel good about myself because I'm putting on something that makes me feel the sparkle, like, you know, that splendour. And it doesn't have to be sparkle that has to be only worn with a little black dress. These days, you're right. Leather jacket,
That's it.
jeans and t-shirt, lifting the outfit, making you feel ready to face the world. I think we all deserve to have those little things on our tool belt that make us feel
Definitely.
good. And
That
are
lift.
affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely.
Don't
That
have
is
to
the
worry
great
too
thing.
much about.
Yeah, you've got an incredible quality. You've got the most amazing design here as well with this Stardust. This Stardust gives a sparkle like you won't quite believe. You won't believe that that's not stones. It's not. You'll never lose a stone out of this. I love the design of the clasp. It ticks so many boxes and so busy. We were saying as well, and we've been saying about presents. We went to a wedding just recently. We've got another wedding coming up. Perhaps you've got bridesmaids presents to buy.
Yeah.
And you want to buy them something perhaps they can wear on the day, and they've all got the matching
then
bracelet,
continue. Oh,
and then
yeah,
they
that's a
keep
great
that
idea.
then as their gift. How nice would that be?
And you know, the thing is that no matter what, and I go back to, and this shouldn't be part of the conversation, but it is that there is an intrinsic value in silver right now. Even more so than I've ever said before in the last 20 years that I've been on
Well, each
you know,
show that we've done with you, it's gone up and up and up.
Everything in the world has gone up, hasn't it? We know from just
Yeah.
going to the supermarket, everything's gone up in price. So you would expect silver, gold to go up, but it's gone up ridiculously, hasn't it?
to the point where actually if we went on Friday of this last week, it hit a 3-year ceiling that nobody predicted would ever be hit this year. It hit that ceiling and it hasn't stopped. You know, that's the interesting part about it is, and they often talk about, especially with precious metals, when you start to talk about these kind of what they call assets, of that asset, they often talk about the ceiling. The ceiling will never be hit. Once the ceiling's hit, it then has that, well, where will it go next? Because they haven't got that. That's where we are. So with silver right now, you are looking at something. And one of the things I love to say, this will never end up in landfill.
No.
You will never, and I say the word never, ever put this into landfill. And the reason I can say that so categorically is that who in their right mind would put something with a value, which is not even just about the precious metal, but is the precious metal that's also a beautiful piece of jewellery, but in particular something that has an intrinsic value, will never be anything other than used and better used. So even if you get to the point where you go, actually, I don't want that piece of jewellery anymore, I don't wear it, or, you know, whatever you want to do, all you're going to do is then sell it on, and then it gets melted down and starts all over again. And I've got 3 children. I need to make sure.
There needs to be a future, yeah.
Yes, I don't want to add to landfill, and I don't need to. That's why our packaging is reusable, because actually our packaging, we want to make sure that it doesn't end up anywhere other than being utilised as much as possible. All of these things really make a difference to us.
So many of you are going for this right now. It's the busiest item on the show so far, my word. 412247, you're seeing the 2 different finishes there. I think you've started your shopping journey. Remember, $4.95 is the postage you will pay, no matter how many items you want to go for. That's the bracelet that you see there, $19.15 on your first of 3 PayPal payments if you want to go for the bracelet, if you're paying online and you want to spread the cost with PayPal. But you might have seen online that we have matching earrings to go with the Catwalk Stardust bangle. These earrings are brand new to us. It's a new size.
These are
What a gorgeous statement piece, these.
I mean, they are just
They
showstoppers.
They really are. That's so the size that is so popular at the moment. But they are so eye-catching. They're amazing.
This current trend, so I was out in Vincenzario just at the beginning of this year, and I saw so many inspiring designers saying, frame the face, right? If you're not going to frame anything, fine. But if you're going to do just one frame, frame the face. You could frame the neckline, you could frame the wrist. No. Just go for it. This is where it is. Framing the face, and especially in spring and summer, where perhaps, you know, you get a little bit warmer on the neckline, you know, your wrist, you get a little bit agitated. The ear can always frame the face. It doesn't get involved in any of that. It's just going to look amazing. Now, these are, if I'm going to say anything, the wow factor to your jewellery collection when it comes to adding a little bit of sparkle. Well, a little bit.
Plenty of spark.
Exactly. So this is again the same principle as the bangle. I'll just put the bangle alongside it just so you can see, and it sits in the same detail. I'll do the rose gold. Look. I'll do that and the rose gold alongside it.
Oh, nice. Really nice.
But they're exactly the same detail. So can you see how you've got that same catwalk detail in the bangle? You've got that exact same catwalk runway design that you have on the earrings as well. And the reason I'm just highlighting that is because we do have different versions of Stardust, and you'll see some of the different versions later on. Of those different versions, this is the only one where you have that paparazzi sparkle, where we've actually created the checkerboard detail of each parts of the Stardust. So you have that, look at those. Wow. So you can see. Now, I'm just going to rotate, okay? And I'm going to show you case. So first of all, that profile, 40 mil. So these are not your itsy bitsy teeny weenies.
Yeah.
These are the impact earrings that everybody's going for at the moment. Then
I love the fact you've got the sparkle all the way around. If you wear your hair up, if you've got shorter hair, they look great from the front and the back, don't they?
And I think that's a really important part.
Definitely.
Now, one of the things I am very clear about with large earrings is that I am adverse to loppy lobe syndrome.
And that means?
You know when you see people
weighted,
wearing really large earrings,
and
it pulls the lobe, so it distorts the
ruins the look,
the frame of the face.
Yeah.
And in parts of me go, I know I want that big look, but I don't want that big look to the cost of it draping to the point where it drags. These are designed for the perfect balance so that you don't get that loppy lobe. You have got that perfect quality. Look at that.
Now you've got 3 colourways here, haven't we?
Look. Now these
That's
are
the yellow gold.
18 karat gold that you have there in the plating.
So that's plated over the silver.
And that's the rose gold, 18 karat gold.
Nice.
So it's sterling silver underneath and it's 18 karat gold
Which
overlaid.
means hypoallergenic. So
yes, so
this is a really big important asset to anybody who struggles with sensitive ears. If your ears throb at times, if your ears get aggravated, if they go red, I know that you suffer from that, Hayley. It's simple as this. You are putting something into your body that your body isn't happy with. And normally it'll be a brass or a nickel because that's what they tend to do. It's like a composite that goes. And if you think, no, mine says silver, it's probably silver coated. It's probably like kind of literally just a silver colour over the top. So highlight to anybody, if you have agitated ears, you need to just have sterling silver because it's a hypoallergenic. The best way, now I had a friend who absolutely was adamant, nope, I know I can't wear earrings, I know I can't wear earrings, I can't wear it. I was like, okay, will you just try some sterling silver for me? She's like, no, I've got silver. I was like, okay, just try mine, just keep me quiet, try them on. And from that point onwards, she's converted. And I have to say to you, sterling silver is the way forward if you have any kind of sensitivity of ear. But don't be, swayed by sometimes when it says silver, because when you see the word silver, it doesn't mean to say that it's sterling silver, which means it doesn't offer you the hypoallergenic quality. So you have got all of that guaranteed with us.
It's really important that because you've got the quality here and the finish, haven't you? That stardust finish is what makes it spectacular. That shine. And the first time we did the stardust, I was like, no, it's got to have stones in it.
Well,
I was arguing with you, wasn't I? Because I hadn't done the show before.
Well, it looks like diamonds, doesn't it, for a start? It definitely looks like there's stones in there. But actually, what you've actually got is an amazing sparkle that has been developed just in the sterling silver with a diamond-tipped drill. It's so cleverly created, but my goodness, it looks $1 million. And you've got that look of diamonds, but you haven't got the cost.
And if they were diamonds, they would be high-grade VSI diamonds. Let's not forget that the diamonds come in a lot of different versions, and of that, you know, if we were going to say, oh, look at these diamonds, PK diamonds, essentially blacky browny diamonds with a lot of internal inclusions. That wouldn't create this look.
You wouldn't have that
So
sparkle,
if you're looking for
you?
this sparkle, this intensity, minimum of VSI, minimum. And I'd even say, well, we know, you know, that's a VSI. You know, I could put you to alongside. So I'm lucky enough to be able to showcase that's a flawless diamond. So if I showcase the flawless diamond alongside it, I'm happy to do that. You see?
Yeah.
So I would say that they would have to be flawless diamonds, you know, if I'm channel setting to get that impact. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be what, 2-3 carats of flawless diamonds? Okay.
How many thousands?
Yes, exactly. How often are you going to spend thousands of pounds on a pair of earrings?
You'd be scared to wear them, wouldn't you? The price here is fantastic. Vicky's got them in her ears in the yellow gold option. Remember, 18 karat gold plated over the sterling silver that we've been talking about. $48.75 for a price, and you'll really see the size here. You'll see how impactful this size of an earring is.
But no loppy lobe.
No loppy lobe, not weighing the ear down, sitting beautifully in the ear, but a great size that is so popular. I think we all love that look and completely framing that face. And as we were saying earlier, if you are looking for those presents, you can't go wrong with a pair of earrings, because it doesn't matter if you gain weight, put on weight, lose weight, or you're not quite sure what size to buy for someone. One size fits all, and that earlobe will never really change. It's always going to fit.
And to have a hoop of this size, to have that detail on it, I don't think I've ever seen this kind of size with that kind of detail.
And front and back as well.
Yes,
so
all
if
the
you've
way
got your
round,
hair up,
yeah.
if you've got shorter hair, you see that design that you're seeing from the front the whole way round as well. It goes right round to the back, whereas normally you'd have a plain back, so they'd just look like a plain bangle. Absolutely stunning. And we're very busy for these. Remember, you can split that cost with PayPal Pay in 3. And we're going to have to move away from them, but I would please jot down the item number, so 378180. If you do think whilst you're watching, oh, I've forgotten that, I must put those in my basket, do go onto our website, ShopOnTV.co.uk, and have a look at the whole range. We have got something for absolutely everybody. We've got prices from around about $22.50 upwards. We've got real gold tonight as well. We've got
bracelet,
unisex. So we've got items for the guys and for the girls. We've got very designer-inspired items, beautiful earrings, beautiful necklace I'm wearing, hugely popular. So if you are looking at anything that's available right now, do remember we have showcased quite a lot, and you do need to grab what you want, pop it in your basket. They're stunning, those earrings. Those earrings that I've got on, those little heart earrings, £20 and 25 pence. How on earth is that?
Now you've found these already.
Absolutely.
Again, these are new with us. And look how great.
They look so good, and they are
stunning.
They're 3D.
Yeah.
So they're not just your flat profile stud, and they're a grid. I've actually highlighted these on my website as the perfect gift for those who've just had their ears pierced.
Yes, definitely.
Hypoallergenic, so you know but actually not just a classic stud. You know, it's nice to have a bit of personality, but that 3D, I love. And if you have followed, you know, your designer brands at the moment, you'll know that 3D heart is very, very prevalent. But we've created a suite, so we've also got a necklace and we've got a bracelet to just finish off. You've got the earrings, and the earrings, I would say, I've done them at £20 and 25, but genuinely, I mean, that's just to add to your order alongside the necklace and the bracelet, really.
You'll find them right now on the website, along with the full suite of jewellery that Vicky just talked about. So you've got your necklace and your bracelet that match beautifully.
Don't forget as well, just one delivery. So you can order as many items as you like. You'll only have the one delivery cost. So go and look at that calendar for birthdays that are coming up. We've got 25% off absolutely everything, and a price for everybody and a style for everybody.
And I think actually that's a really important part of jewellery is that, you know, what you wear is not what I wear, and actually what we do need from jewellery is that versatility, and I think especially with earrings in particular, I think earrings are that universal, aren't they? You know, I think we can all gain something special from wearing a nice pair of earrings. And gifting, again, I think from gifting perspective, I think earrings, you just can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong, and you can't go wrong with a gorgeous heart as well. And these next earrings that we're going to go to are actually a heart design. So we're staying with the Stardust design.
So you could match this if you wanted to with the bracelet.
Yeah, with the bangle, yes.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And actually, it's quite nice to have that mix and match, you know, a little bit of creating the same theme, but it doesn't have to be the same exact design, you know, adding that little bit of something different. So you have got that lovely feature. Now, I've been talking about these, but I've not shown anyone at all our brand new colourway of Stardust. This is the first launch, and I had a couple of people who've gone, please just show us. No, they haven't even seen. Not even my husband saw them.
Brilliant.
So that's how far I've gone into secrecy. So this is your brand new version of your Stardust. So first of all, we've got our classic silver, but then we're also adding in an option of the rose coloured Stardust. So two versions that we have from our heart-shaped hoops here.
They are so cute, aren't they?
Yeah.
I love that design from the side, because you look from the front and you think, oh, they're just a hoop, and then you get closer and you think, no, they're not, and then you see they're a heart. That would be just the most precious gift.
And actually the 25mm of these is just going to be a perfect everyday wear. You know, perhaps, you know, the larger 40mm that we've just been showing, those are a little bit of a statement piece.
Nice outpiece.
I know for a lot of people actually you wear them every day, but I think also for a lot of people, practicals of work, etc., these are going to be versatile. So 25mm, and again, just adding in that dynamic of the Stardust detail. Just to clarify, just in case you're just tuning in, there is no gemstone set into this. I know that they sparkle like they're diamonds, but actually no gemstones. And actually what's lovely about it is especially for those of you who've got curly hair, totally smooth, so it doesn't catch in your curls, etc. I have a very good friend of mine who's got very, very curly hair, and she went, I don't wear these kind of earrings because, and I went, okay, so shall we try these? And the nice part about it is that because these are so smooth, because of the craftsmanship that we're putting in the silver, no gemstones, you then have that smoothness. It means that they don't get caught in your hair.
Good point,
really cool. And finally, I just want to showcase one of the things that I talk about, and you'll see quite regularly, is the click and lock. The reason I'm just going to highlight this is there's two things that are quite important to our earrings. Now, the first of all is that you have got not a static post. Now, anybody who struggles to put their earrings into their lobes, you know who you are. Often is the case, it's a right battle that you give up and you go, I can't be bothered. And you just go back to, We've put this as a hinge design to make sure it goes into the ear with ease. Then you've got a click and lock. Now you can see there the little mechanism. You can hear the click, then it's locked. Until you then release it, then it is going to stay in place. Now, even our hoop earrings have a stamp of approval. Italian made, solid sterling silver, 925 stamp, and the 925 is the representation of the purity of the silver. So 92.5% pure silver is a sterling silver piece of jewelry. And the reason that it's not higher, if you go, well, why is it only 92.5%? Because silver is a very malleable metal. If we didn't add a composite of additional alloys, it would be too soft and it wouldn't hold its shape.
Right.
So 92.5% is the highest ratio of silver that we can have, and then it allowed to still hold its shape. So that's why if you bought Britannia silver, which is 99.9, it'd be like a big floppy piece of elastic.
Okay.
How crazy.
I'm not sure why I needed to do the
Oh,
sound.
very good. Very good.
And you want it to hold its shape, because look at that fabulous shape that you have in the ear. Absolutely beautiful. Two choices. We have got that sort of rose gold look, and you've got the silver. But what I would say is shop really smartly for those. At £28.50, you have got such exceptional value for money. It looks like you're wearing diamonds, and hypoallergenic as well. So if you do struggle with your ears, I did for years, foolishly, without not really realising and thinking when I bought silver that it, you know, if it said
was all the
silver,
same.
it was silver. It's not. It's all about being pure silver.
Well,
isn't
I
it?
did exactly
Sterling
the
silver.
same when I was younger, and I've actually got a green ear.
Really?
So I have to wear earrings. Well, I don't have to, but I like to wear earrings because where my lobe is, where my hole is, it covers
It's
up.
stained it.
It's stained it green. So I actually have what looks like a tattoo. It's not that cool. It's actually just that I used to wear really cheap earrings, and it stained my ear. So, you know, it's a bit very genuine. Sterling silver, hypoallergenic. It's going to be better for your ears.
I had so many infections in my ears that actually my lobes they're really split now.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got that beautiful piece that you know is looking after your ears as well. These are amazing. These are brand new, aren't they?
Brand new, and a price point that genuine, even on my like kind of terms of I like to give value, makes me go, oh, that just feels
too
very
good.
That's
It's too
very
good.
very cheap for a piece of jewelry that has the luxury of solid sterling silver, that has the distinction of all of that stardust, and they are weighted. Now this is very important. When you wear a pair of earrings that hasn't been designed with consideration, they can hang in a very unstylized way. What we do with our earrings is we ensure that we get the correct weight to ensure it holds to the ear perfectly. Now you have got that fantastic curvature to these. So it's a classic hoop but with a twist, which then gives a bit of personality to that stardust design. The stardust is the full 360, and again, it is that click and lock. We are introducing for the very first time the rose colored stardust as well. And I have to say that rose colour is a warm, it's rich. I think it's very luxurious to add in that beautiful detail of the rose. But actually, if you're looking for the sparkle, I mean, it's almost like, do you like white diamonds or do you like champagne diamonds? You know, or if you like both, buy both.
Absolutely.
They're a really different look, just with that different finish on there,
Definitely.
aren't they? Stunning design, that shaping that you've got there, that twist in the oval, it really gives you that detail, doesn't it? And at £30, a brilliant price, 421347. And because it's over £30 with your postage, you've got PayPal available. So 1165 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you want to go for those. We're just going to swap over so we can show you them.
They look
in the ear.
fantastic, and you really do see that twist, incredible on the ear, and looking great front and back. If you've got shorter hair, if you've got your hair up, it doesn't matter where anybody sees that earring, it's going to look absolutely amazing. Vicky's popped these in super quickly. They are so easy to get. They look gorgeous. It's the silver for me. I absolutely love that silver. They look stunning, don't they?
It looks like they're hundreds of pounds.
Yeah,
those.
they do.
It really does look
I think you have to be
expensive.
prepared for people to go, oh, diamond earrings. and make the choice of, do you want us to correct them or not? You know, do you want people to think you've got diamond earrings? Well, fine, because actually I don't think anybody would question because of the way that the light is playing. And you know, if I just put my diamond ring alongside it, I don't mind doing this based on the fact that the reality is that's a VSI diamond, that channel diamond ring, and there's a silver pair of earrings. Why would anybody question that these are not diamonds when you see that a diamond ring probably doesn't have as much sparkle as that gorgeous stardust earring? So, you know, for £30, I guess in some ways you've got all of that elegance of a precious metal. It has an intrinsic value. Even with a pair of earrings that's £30, there's a value to that silver that we must not underestimate.
Absolutely stunning. These super busy. 421347 is your item number. Think about the birthdays you've got coming up. Perhaps you've got that special 30th, 40th, 50th. You want to get something really fantastic but just can't afford to. You're actually buying something so fabulous, and it's £30. And of course you can split that cost as well over PayPal Pay in 3. We must remind you, and matches beautifully with those earrings, the bangle. The Stardust range is just amazing.
And the reward of a bangle is your reward as much as everybody else looking at you.
I like that.
You know, looking down at your wrist and getting that sparkle, getting that light play. It just catches the light in every movement. And actually what's really interesting about the catwalk design, and I will just clarify, the catwalk design is where you have this almost channel set visual to the Stardust. So some of our Stardust is very, it's just smooth, whereas you can see here, that's a great close-up. You can actually see they're almost like two rows of diamonds that are running together. You can see how we've created that catwalk effect.
But there's not one stone there, which is amazing.
Not one.
We're never going to lose a stone. It's never going to catch on your clothes. It's absolutely incredible. Really clever design where it's sterling silver, and they've used a sort of diamond tipped drill to actually give this amazing effect that gives you the expense of diamonds, the glisten of diamond, well, better, I think.
And it is a
diamonds.
hinge design, so you can see how it just
Really
can slide in and off. For anybody who struggles with dexterity issues, especially if you've got larger wrists or knuckles and you can't wear bangles because you can't slide them over your hand, that's not an issue because we have this wonderful hinge design. And actually, it's one of the things I really love about this piece of jewellery is, first of all, it's an oval shape, which a lot of bangles are round. Well, we don't have round wrists.
Makes absolute sense. They can be really awkward, you know, when you're trying to write and things, because they don't sit on your wrist right, whereas that does sit
in that curvature of your wrist.
Beautifully.
But then second of all, it's actually a rebound hinge. So it's not even just a hinge that you have to hold in place. It's going to do the job of ensuring that you've got that security of, even if that clasp doesn't get closed, it's okay because it's snapped in place by the hinge. Again, just those practical moments to your jewellery are the difference between whether you're going to wear it or not. And again, I keep on saying this, and it sounds, I don't mean it to sound cliche. We design for it to look good on you, not to look good in your jewellery box. It looks gorgeous in your jewellery box, but really, you want to get the benefit of wearing. You want to enjoy that quality of it, how it looks on you. And the sparkle is full 360. I know I get asked that quite regularly, you know, because a lot of diamond bracelets are single bands.
Yes.
They literally are just one runway at the front and then either gold or silver at the back.
So
not on this. You have a full 360. And that means as it moves, and bangles do move, you can see there, as it moves, see that?
I mean, it catches the light. And don't they work so well together? You have got silver and you've got the rose gold overlay as well. So still sterling silver underneath, but rose gold over the top, 18 carat. That looks absolutely amazing. But they work really nice together, don't they, as well?
Yeah, my Auntie Sandra genuinely just texted me about, maybe about 1 o'clock today, because she tried them all yesterday, and she just messaged going, right, this is what I need. It's not even this is what I'd like, this is what I need.
Here's the list.
Here's the need. And she wanted 2 of the rose gold and 1 of the silver to marry them together. And I do actually think, you know, going into spring and summer, marrying those 2 colour tones together of the softest and the femininity of the rose gold, and of course this is 18 carat rose gold. Let me just showcase that actually. For those of you that wonder why and how we use our gold plating, there's 2 things to know. We work on microns with plating. Lots of places don't talk about how they plate. And that's because actually you can plate in different ways for different thicknesses.
Right.
It means that whether it's going to last a while or not
Right.
is how to the microns. So we work on microns so that we ensure that you've got that beautiful quality of thickness to your 18 karat rose gold. Now, 18K, why? Is actually because the precious metal of silver is one of the most reflective metals in the world. And when you've got that high grade of reflectivity, if we put something duller, like say a 9K is not dull. I mean, I'm going to show you 9K, but against silver, actually 18 karat gold is a higher purity. In fact, 18 karat gold is 75% pure gold. They match together, they blend together. You know, you want to highlight the best of each asset, and that's why we put the layer of silver against the layer of that rose, 18 karat rose gold. And you can see how femininely elegant, and it goes, I always think with rose gold, whatever skin tone you have, it's so complementary.
Right.
It's probably the go-to if you don't know what skin tone to, you know, your metal matches with. Rose gold, absolutely rose gold is the way to go, I would suggest.
Massively busy on this. We're going to have to move away. 412247 is your item number. We've loads more to show you as well. You can check it all out on the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk. We have got a gemstone piece as well, which of course you can look at on the website. But what it actually is a TV exclusive.
It is.
Where we're getting the necklace and the bracelet. Now, my sister, her husband sources stones and things abroad.
Mines, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Mines.
she has a very similar necklace to this.
Oh, really? And
I
he knows
know,
his stuff.
And I know how much that cost. This is an amazing deal.
And they are 100% natural gemstones. Now, this is a really important part to clarify. This is again about if you price research, if you're looking elsewhere. If you look elsewhere, if it doesn't say 100% natural, then they can't guarantee it. We can guarantee. That's because we do lab testing, right? And we do lab testing. And in particular, I know Leslie, who's our producer tonight, she is absolutely in awe of the fact. And it is I have an incredible team, and we are world class. And I don't mean that in a hype way. Well, we won the Lux Life
I was going to say you're award winning.
Yes.
Aren't you? Yeah.
Yes, we
It's a
are.
global award, isn't it?
It is, and it is a global award that is acknowledging, you know, the work that we put into sourcing the highest quality of gemstones naturally. So these are natural colours. Now, lapis lazuli, natural lapis lazuli is very hard to come by. We guarantee 100% natural lapis lazuli. Amazonite, again, a gemstone of such exquisite colour, also known as the gemstone of hope. So I wear my hope gemstone every single day, never taken it off for 3 years.
That's my sister's necklace.
Yes,
that
gemstone
Yeah.
of hope. And you get both the necklace and the bracelet for one price
So
tag.
it's a bundle that you get.
That's
You're getting
right,
the
totally
necklace and the
exclusive.
bracelet. 115 is the usual price,
Yeah.
the combined price, but it's down to £75.
Yeah.
And then you'll have PayPal paying through if you want to spread the cost interest-free. Am I right in saying no two are the same either?
And that's the lovely thing about these natural gemstones is every single piece is a masterpiece. They're all hand cut, which guarantees every single piece is 100%, not even 99, completely unique. And I love that. I mean,
Gorgeous.
for £75,
Fabulous.
something
Bespoke
that you know
pieces.
nobody else has got.
Yeah.
And it can be guaranteed nobody else is going to own your jewellery. For £75, you've got the bracelet and the necklace.
We just
And
wanted to
actually-
give you a quick sneak
Yeah.
on that.
And we will see it soon,
Yeah.
and we'll try and get to everything. If there's anything you see that you'd like to see before the end of the show at 3, please do email in studio@shopontv.co.uk. But we're moving on to, well, I was going to say a little bit of gold, quite a lot of gold.
A lot of gold for a great price, isn't it?
Can you see the beads of sweat just dripping down my face? The reason I say that is because we've worked really hard, and obviously the massive impact that the price of silver is shifting, especially over the last couple of weeks as it's gone through the roof and then some. In fact, gold is now at a record high ever. There has never been a price point of this. And if you are interested, just type in price of gold and, you know, type in price of gold graph, and you'll find a graph, and it literally looks, the best way to describe it is, you know the incline that Eddie the Eadwell Edwards goes off and he flies off? It's that incline, it's like a whoosh. That whoosh, we're at the very top. But guess what?
Still
From
going.
everybody's reports that I have read today, and I have read so many reports today, they have said they now don't know where it's going to go. And that's exciting in one way, especially if you already own gold. And if you're about to get all the gold that we have currently, now the price point, and the reason that this is such a kind of a little bit sweat inducing on my behalf, is because everything that we have put into this stock is everything we've got. And I'm going to say that again. Everything that we have put into this piece of jewellery is everything we've got in stock at this price point.
And a quarter of that stock has been accounted for already. Lots of you already checked out. If you have got it in a basket, you need to check this out. It's a beautiful piece. It's completely unisex. And of course, you have got PayPal pay-in free, allowing you to split that cost. I love the way that this is going to sit on the wrist.
It's really smooth.
So this is the Cuban curb.
Really
Now,
clever, isn't
we're
it?
introducing you to, so a curb link is essentially, and the best way to describe it is take a link, interlock it, flatten it.
Right.
Right.
That's a curb
flatten it
link.
down.
Yes. So it would always sit like this. However, a Cuban takes that curb link, interlocks it, flattens it, and then adds a curvature. So it's going to undulate and caress the skin. So curb chains can, at times, it depends on the design and the size of the link, can at times be quite boxy.
Yeah.
Can kind of sit against the skin and rise against the skin. Not always, but depends on how you're designing it. Cuban, once it's on the wrist, it caresses.
Smooth, really fluid.
Oh, well, feel it.
Yeah.
Feel how smooth it is against,
Oh gosh, yeah.
right?
You can see it, can't you? You really can. It's
There's
very
no,
clever.
you see how it's
yeah.
almost like a snake
And the
design.
weight.
It's always going to sit correctly. It's always going to look fabulous. It's always going to catch the light brilliantly.
So this is Italian crafted. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Now, if we're going to talk about gold and we're going to say gold craftsmanship, there isn't a better place in the planet that can craft gold like Italy. We actually craft in the epicenter of the ultimate location. So we actually have a crafts team that work in Arezzo. Now, Arezzo is the central aspect of gold jewellery in Italy. So it's a bit like saying, where shall I buy a car? Let's go to Italy. What shall I buy? You choose your brand of choice for your Italian world-class car. This is world class, and I say that and I'm really proud of the fact that we're giving you a discount like we are, because there is nowhere that I can think of in the current times of the price of gold, and as I say, it's beyond 30 years all-time high price tag that is then doing a discount on gold. It's not. To the point where, do you know that in America, Costco are selling gold bullion bars?
No
way.
You can go into your supermarket,
No
right,
way.
and buy, alongside your potato chips and your whatever you want to buy, you can then pick up a bar of gold bullion. That's where this is. It's almost pivotal. It's a moment in time. That's why I'm saying, if you are going to buy gold, this isn't based on my experience of 20 years. This is based on the right here, right now of this piece of jewellery. You're getting over 7 grams of gold. We're giving you a discount that I don't think actually will ever be able to repeat again. I say ever based on the fact of where the movement of price is going on gold, and who knows where that's going to be. But of this, we are offering you a price point that once this piece of jewellery is sold out, I do not believe that we will be able to recreate and then facilitate this price point again. But that's because of the movement that we've experienced. Now, you know, give you a bit of a backdrop on that. If you bought £100 of a gold bar 20 years ago, that £100 is now 600.
I mean, that is, I love it when you say it like that, because that makes it all
That really equates
make
it,
sense,
doesn't it?
and you're like, my goodness.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
You know, gold actually, and I can say this because it's part of like kind of the fact of the history of gold. Gold is actually the most yielding asset beyond even currency and any of those things in this century.
Now, a third of the stock of this has now sold out and gone.
Look how
Usual
it sits.
price, £750, and we were saying the increase in gold is huge. So you're saving today at £562.50 is huge. But just as Vicky was saying, I'm very doubtful you'll ever get a piece like this at to price like this because the cost is going up so quickly.
And price research, again, do price research. None of this is based upon you having to take my word or your word. You've got a search engine out there that can tell you what's happening to gold. Just type in what's happening to the price of gold, and every single report will go through the roof. Catastrophic, extraordinary, pivotal time. This is your time to buy. In my opinion, I genuinely look at this piece of jewellery and go, will I be able to do this at £562.50 in a few... If I tried to make it again this week, no, I couldn't.
Crazy, isn't it?
The biggest saving on the show, so now is the time to get that gold bracelet. Remember, if you're using PayPal, if you're paying online, £189.15 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
Love the fact that's unisex as well.
Yes, it's for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah,
Real
absolutely.
gender neutral. Great Father's Day present. If you're looking for that real extra special gift, it'd be fabulous. And an heirloom piece that you'll pass from generation to generation.
Perhaps you've got a 21st coming up, and then on when their child is 21, they could pass it down to them. Perhaps you've got a really special wedding anniversary, your golden wedding anniversary. What a beautiful gift that would be. Something so special. You could have a his and hers, perhaps. 650646 is your item number, but please grab that while the stock is there. A third of that stock already sold out and gone. And we're going to go to my necklace next.
It's not yours yet.
I love the fact there's that sense of, and this is now mine.
Yes.
Now it's really interesting because I actually think this piece of jewellery, it's when you put it on that you feel something really connective. Now, I don't know whether it's the weight. I felt like it was the weight. Now, this is over a troy ounce of silver. We've talked about gold bullion being bought in Costco, but we can actually now talk about how would we buy in the trade silver. And I would buy in the trade a troy ounce of silver. And it's a replica. It's essentially the parallel of a gold bullion bar. Okay, we are talking in this one piece of jewellery, a full troy ounce and more. So the troy ounce is 31.1 grams of silver. This is 31.7. So you get more than a troy ounce of silver. And I don't know about you, for me, Hayley, when I put this on, it felt luxurious.
It feels fabulous.
Yes.
It feels so super expensive. I can remember for my 21st, I got a very similar necklace to this, which of course I still have. I've got every piece of jewellery that was bought for me, and it's one of my favourite pieces. And the other thing I absolutely love about it, I mean, it's got a very designer look. I know lots of you will look at it and think it's really designer. This will never go out of fashion. This will always be fashionable.
And that makes me feel really excited, because I think about silver, and I think that at the current time, this is the time for me to buy silver. In my opinion, this is my chance to own something that has, yes, an intrinsic value, but also has a luxury about it that can reward me and make me feel good.
Yeah.
And this is the feel beautiful factor. It feels amazing against the skin. You've got that weighted design of the Belcher chain. I've had my necklace like this for about 3 years. I pretty much wear it every single day. I will mix and match it, obviously I'll layer it at times and things like that, but it is one of my go-tos. And of that, I'll go to the gym in it, I'll go in the shower with it, I'll sleep in it.
And you came in it and it still looks new.
Right, and I've had it for 3 years. So it gives you some sense of the quality that we're establishing on our pieces. And of this design. Designer alert, if you're looking at this going, God, that really looks like that, yeah, like kind of that song where they sang Moon River, and it was said, oh, what's that big designer where you have breakfast? Right, see that design there? You're not having to pay £800, £900 for it, but it has that luxury of quality designer influence that says you've got the heart-shaped charm. And in fact, what we've done is not just offered you one heart shape, you've got 2, because you've got the larger heart and you've got that smaller edition. We've added in the T-bar. The T-bar is one of the signature parts of that very well-known design. These are Italian crafted luxury pieces. You just don't have to pay the designer price tag of £800 to £900 for it.
And like Vicky said, when you put it on and you feel the weight of this, you feel that connection. I love that description, that connection to you, what it means to you. It might be the fact you want to buy it as a gift, and we were saying earlier, weren't we, a new mum, because you've got the two hearts on there.
Yeah, I think that'd be lovely. You could engrave perhaps the initial of the mum on the big heart and of the child on the little heart. You could have the date of the birth on the back. It could be for a sweet 16th, and again, you could perhaps.
Well, I did that for my niece. Yeah, Poppy was my niece, pop star as we call her. So we engraved one side as pop star,
right,
and the other side was her date of birth.
Lovely.
And actually, that personality and that individuality of that piece of jewellery, I know will be a piece of jewellery that when she's 20, when she's 30, she will keep on treasuring.
It's completely ageless. That is the lovely thing. As I say, I've had mine since I was 21, and I still wear it so frequently now. And I'm in my 50s now, and I know I will wear it into my 60s and into my 70s. It's a piece that you will always have as a piece you'll go to time and time and time again. And the other nice thing with this design, I think, is you can wear this just with a t-shirt and jeans, but then you can wear this with the most elegant of dresses. And it works with the whole of your wardrobe, doesn't it?
And I think you had did you have it on over a jumper earlier?
That's right. Yeah, roll neck. I often wear them. I often wear my heavier necklaces, and this is again, remind ourselves, 31 plus grams of silver. It's going to have that substantial impact. And when we start to talk about the current looks of the moment, one of the main influences is to highlight the collarbone. Actually, a couple of years ago, it was very much about the central décolletage.
Right.
Actually, now it's all about that perfect collarbone look. Oh my goodness me! Who's the lady who played Mary Poppins in the most recent one? Emily Blunt. So her Oscars outfit, oh my goodness me, she looked amazing. But what she did was she highlighted her collarbone. She had this beautiful open neckline, and she highlighted her collarbone. And 3 or 4 of the major jewellery houses in Place Vendôme in Paris did exactly the same. This collarbone here is where you highlight, and what it does is it extends the neckline and it highlights the shoulder, and it's known as the princess drop because of that giving you that elegance and that stance. And you can see how that sits beautifully. And actually what's nice is when you pull your hair up, Hayley, it does give you that real sense of how it frames the neckline beautifully. That weighted design of the belcher gives you that impact, but it also gives you that luxury quality. Whether you've got short hair, long hair, however you're going to wear this is the most wearable look. And I think price point wise, if you start to look at this, it's probably one of those pieces that you just know is going to be a forever piece that you're going to treasure.
Out of it,
That's right.
Completely. If you buy it from that certain designer, very similar look to this, you're looking £800, £900 for a piece like this. 175 would be great. We've got a 25% reduction, so it's 131.25. And then if you want to spread the cost interest-free with PayPal, $45.40 on your first of 3 payments. One delivery of $4.95. So you might want to go for the suite of jewellery that we've got here, because you don't just have the necklace. We have a bracelet, and we also have some stud earrings that you're already absolutely loving.
They're also mine.
Also yours.
Every time I look over, I kind of go,
I've claimed all of these.
They look so good on you.
Fabulous.
So good.
But we'll go to the bracelet first. We'll show you my earrings in a moment. The bracelet would be another extra gift. If you're buying perhaps the necklace for a partner, or perhaps you're buying the necklace for a sweet 16th birthday as a mum and dad, perhaps grandma and granddad would like to buy the bracelet to add to the...
And when we were talking about, that said well-known designer, a lot of people will go, oh, the reason that their price point is more expensive is because it's a better metal, or is it in gold, or is it in this?
Heavier weight or something.
No. In fact, when we start to talk about sterling silver across the board, if it is stamped with the 925 stamp, which ours are, all of our pieces will have that 925 stamp, is a representation of exactly the same purity of silver across the board. So that designer that we're all talking about, that designer that uses sterling silver, is using exactly the same precious metal as we are using. There is no differential, right? There can't be, because the whole point of the purity of silver, as it's measured as a sterling silver item, is that it has to have a 92.5% purity. That is what you've got. So if you are asking, is it because it's gold or it's... No. These pieces are exactly the same in terms of the precious metal that are being used. It's just that price point is £500 and ours is 75. And beyond that, you're paying for a designer brand. All of those things are very different. I'm just saying the precious metal is like for like because it has to, because that's how we work in the jewellery trade.
Right. And we're down to £75 on the bracelet, which is a great price. Again, it's going to look beautiful alongside the necklace, but as a standalone gift for yourself or for someone else, brilliant. 809-600. Vicky, it is that designer inspiration, isn't it? But
and the
such a great
T-bar,
price.
you know, that T-bar detail, it makes it wearable, it makes it stylised, it highlights the fact, and there we have it here. Can you see there? You have got that gorgeous size of the...
I love that it's got the two hearts.
Yeah. And then you've got the two sides. So again, as I say, for my gift to my niece, one side said her name and the other side said date of birth. But that could be anything, couldn't it be? It could be a memorial piece of jewellery. Yeah. You know, it could be, I know a lot of people who have special blood types or medical issues.
Yes.
Oh gosh,
okay.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Put your medical issues on there. Make it a piece of jewellery that's an asset to look good, but also very practical.
Yeah.
You know, these are pieces of jewellery that can be you. However you want it to be, it can be. And I love the fact that when we design our pieces, we're designing with that quality of giving you the chance to add a bit of personality as well. And you've got that gorgeous strength of design. Now, especially with bracelets, we need that weight.
And there's such a nice weight, but such great strength to it. You put this on and you know that I could wear this all day, every day.
Yes. And I would want you to. You know, I think this is one of those bracelets that becomes almost like a little signature piece that you wear every day.
Definitely, yes.
You know, like I have got in my, you know, from the necklace, I have got this piece of jewellery, and once it's on, why would I want to take it off? You know, why would I want to change that? I've got my little smudgy fingers on there, sorry about that. Paw prints all over it. But you can see there just how it sits and that strength of the design. We're looking at 17 grams of silver. Of course it's going to have that quality of feel because you've got that quality of the silver guaranteed.
I love the links. I love the bracelet itself. Same with the necklace, obviously. It's a really nice. It is that designer inspiration, but it's such a great price. Lots of you are going for this now. Adding you these in with the necklace themselves. So 809-600. You can spread the cost interest free if you so wish. PayPal available as long as your basket's over £30. So £26.65 on your first of 3 payments, and that includes your postage. And you'll only pay one postage, whatever you're shopping for.
And what a great gift that would be if you are a new mum with the two hearts, the initial of your initial and then the baby's initial. Perhaps you've got a new baby in the family and you want to get them something really special. Perhaps it's your first child and you want to get that for your partner. I think that's just a fantastic gift. The lovely thing is we've got so many beautiful pieces. Do please shop ahead of us on the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk. We've got incredible prices on absolutely everything, but this next piece,
and just
oh my word.
If you are thinking of gifts, just so you know, every single piece of jewellery comes in our presentation pouch, and I think that's quite important because you know we are trying to be thoughtful to the planet. So we're not doing boxes, and we're not doing boxes with a good reason, because obviously it doesn't help the planet to give it in a presentation. However, what we have done is created these beautiful pouches so that you can travel with your jewellery and you can use those pouches to look after you. And you must look after your jewellery. And the reason I'm saying that is that these are precious metals, and if you don't look after your precious metals, then your precious metal will not look after you. However, this should be, as I've said, you know, lasting you a lifetime. That's what I'd want. That's what they're designed for. And so use your pouch, put your jewellery in there just to look after it. If you're travelling, I've designed the pouches, and I did actually design these pouches personally because when I go away, I like to have multiple pieces of jewellery that I take with me, especially like, you know, weekend away, right? You put your jewellery in one side, you can put your, say, your necklace in one side, your earrings in the other side, and they don't scratch against each other. If you've got jewellery that rub against each other, it's probably going to scratch. So just keep them separate. So that's why we've done the pouches we have. And every single piece of jewellery will be presented in that way. So just so you know that.
These earrings are pretty much the most affordable piece on the show. £20 and
Sorry, what was that price tag?
£20 and 25 pence, madam, to you. These are great because they've got depth to them, haven't they? They're not a flat earring. So if you want to go for these, 756550, just £20.25. I've got to keep saying it. But you've got great depth, great texture to these, and they are in fact the most affordable piece on the show. There you can really see how they stand away from the ear to give
3D,
you a real...
that lovely bulbous
3D,
design. Yeah, so you have got lots of stud earrings around this price point, and you can get silver earrings for this price point, so there's no point pretending that you can't. But they're not normally 3D. They're not normally so luxurious in their design. They're probably very small, they're very flat, they're very they're here and there. They'll do the job.
Yeah.
But these are giving you the designer impact for £20. And so I went shopping with my mum. I don't do very often, but I actually took my daughter to shop for her prom dress.
Lovely.
So my daughter's leave is due, is coming up very soon. And so we went out for a shop, and I don't go shopping with my mum very often. And we went to a very well-known fashion shop. We waited in the queue to buy something, and that queue was literally left and right jewellery. And every one of those pieces of jewellery was around about the £15 to £25 price tag.
Yep.
No silver. It was all silver plated, so it wasn't hypoallergenic. It was just jewellery, copper, brass, nickel, however. What I'd say is landfill, because at some point it's going to change colour, and so therefore you're going to throw it away. Boot that. What I realised was actually, as I was stood there, I was going, that's a really pretty piece of jewellery for £15. And then I suddenly went, for £15, but we're doing these for 20, where you have got the sterling silver, you have got the hypoallergenic, you have got that intrinsic value, but you've also got designer impact, and the designer influence is giving you that stud look, but with a bit of personality. So you've got that fabulous bulbous detail, so it's going to come again away from the actual lobe itself, and then they are classic. You've got your classic post and butterfly back design. Just a timeless piece of jewellery. I can see you wearing these day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, and never thinking anything other than they're just the perfect pair of earrings to get the most out of.
But they're so much more than a simple piece, aren't they? Because they've got that puff design. It really elevates the earring for £20.25. Absolutely brilliant. So 756550 is the item number. Remember, you can go for the full suite of jewellery there if you want to. You can go for the necklace and the bracelet. We've got all three pieces that match beautifully if you want to go for them with the puffed earrings that we've got for you. So full suite available, the bracelet and the necklace that you can see there. And remember, if you spend over £30, you will get the opportunity to spread the cost interest-free with PayPal Pay in 3. And you'll only pay one delivery per order, just £4.95 on your delivery. Those earrings have gone crazy now. If you want to get those, do check out very, very quickly with the earrings themselves.
Now, I think those earrings are completely ageless.
Yeah.
You could buy this for
as a first pair.
Yeah, as a child who's had her ears pierced, and absolutely perfect. But then I know my mum in her 80s. Absolutely
because
perfect.
they're simple,
I think they're perfect. So perfect.
Especially if you don't want a pair of earrings that sits flat to the lobe. You know, they're quite static. They sit like kind of almost very 1D. So they look great from the front, but actually the moment you turn, they disappear. What's lovely about these is that from every profile, you have got that reflection and that beautiful impact of the silver. And and I guess in some ways the earrings are great, but actually the reason that I love the earrings is because they complement this necklace.
And
now
this is a fabulous necklace.
Every time I wear this necklace, I genuinely do. Every time I wear this necklace, I sell another one. Gosh, my friends and my family, it doesn't matter who I meet, literally friends of friends. I met a lovely lady who I've never met before. I wore this necklace and she was just like, so I've heard could I get one please? Yes, you can, but it's a talking point piece of jewellery because again, instead of just having a very nice heart necklace, you've got something that's a designer impact. Italian crafted again, of course, solid sterling silver that you have, and I'm just gonna profile it so that you can see this is not a flat pendant. This is a 3D bulbous heart. And of that, I love the word bulbous.
It's a great word,
I mean,
isn't
it's
it?
such a...
Bulbous. Very satisfying.
Can I just say, you two said that in a much more provocative way than I expected. I mean, you said that...
2:10.
I mean, you did.
Bulbous.
You closed your eyes and you thought of something. I'm not sure what.
You thought of hearts. That's what,
That's what you thought of.
I very dare you.
What her face. I think we need to talk about that after the show. So you have here this gorgeous bulbous heart. It has this 3D design and it really does create. Now the nice thing is it's not heavy, so it's not going to drop and pull. Now that's a really important aspect, because when you have a piece of jewelry that sits on your neckline, now I'm just going to highlight, and I probably need to move this if that's all right. Sorry if that's, is that okay to put that there? And the only reason, no, it's not.
Give it to me.
I'll put it there. Right. And the only reason I want to just explain, and this is just so that when you're wearing your jewelry, if you've got a pendant and you pick up a chain, right, there are certain ways to know if the jewelry matches.
Right. Yeah.
Because what you don't want is this. What you don't want.
Oh, so it weighs it down.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It creates completely the wrong line to do what the actual job of the necklace is, which is to frame either the neckline or the décolletage. This is a beautiful, lightweight heart. And the reason that I want to highlight that is because it then allows the chain to sit and curve. Look at that, can you see? There's no drawer on the neck.
I've just got to warn everybody, 20% of this stock has gone,
surprised.
and this is the first time we've gone to this,
Yeah.
and it's gone in that instant, so you are going to have to be really quick with this.
And it is a weighted chain, so again, you have got that durability, you have got that quality of guaranteeing that you know, regular wearability. This is a designed piece of jewelry that's going to be a showcase. I will just profile it just so that you can see, just if I rotate it, can you see how it does just sit off the neckline? So it's not like the heart charm that we've got from the piece that Hayley's got on, which does sit caressing the neckline. This one just sits with a little bit of a rise, that 3D dynamic. And as I say, from my point of view, I don't know anybody who I haven't recently seen who hasn't gone, oh, could I have one of those?
Yes, I'll take one of those.
Yeah, take one of those. And I do have the matching bracelet to go with, and actually it's the bracelet that a lot of people have gone, okay, can I get the bracelet? I just want the bracelet as well, because I think the bracelet adds a real personality to the wrist. And I love the fact, again, it's not a weighted charm, so it's not going to drape. Really important for a bracelet, because actually bracelets, you need to be practical. The wrist is going to be, in fact, your hands are so active and you're so busy, you have to have a practicality to your, but you have to have a practicality to your wrist wear. I think above anything else, the wrist gets the most, you know, bracelets get the most impact of jumpers and you know, get caught on things.
Yeah.
So what you need to know is that actually you've got a piece of jewelry that's going to withstand that. You've got the right width and thickness of the chain itself, and then you've got that gorgeous feature of the heart, but without it being too weighted to then create that drop and that drape on the actual wrist itself. Looks fabulous, doesn't it?
It does look fabulous. $41.25 is the price. Again, fabulous present idea. Great to treat yourself, but if you are wanting that really special gift for a loved one, a heart is always the perfect present, but a heart on a beautiful bracelet like that is definitely that perfect gift. If you do want to go for this, we're busy on both the necklace and the bracelet. 037187 is your item number. And of course, don't forget, because you're spending over £30, you can split that cost with PayPal Pay in 3. Now, we are massively busy. Lots of you need to check those baskets out, because some stock getting very low in stock. I think we've actually now, it's gone crazily busy for this time of night. I think we've got probably around about 5 times as many people ordering than we have already sold. So please make sure you check those baskets through. Obviously, it is one delivery, so you might be thinking about birthdays and other gifts for other people as well. But please make sure as soon as you decide you've got everything in that basket, check it through as quickly as you can, because obviously it's not yours until you check through.
Yeah,
that's the only problem.
we are really busy across everything we've shown you now. Lots in baskets, so do confirm and check out. Don't miss out on the pieces, because some pieces we don't have an abundance of stock, and when it's gone out, it's gone from the show.
Well, it's gone from the show, but it's also within the bounds of the current time.
Right.
We're not pulling in a huge amount of silver. We're not buying a lot of silver at the moment because of where the prices is shifting. Yeah. And so therefore, what we are sitting on with a kind of a bit of a reality check that says, buy it while we've got it at this price, but obviously if it comes back, and we are very open about it, there's no point in pretending, you know, if the price goes down, then the price will come down on the piece of jewelry, but if the price goes up, on the actual base metal, then the reality is we can't keep holding to those margins.
You can't produce it at
It's
that
impossible.
price.
Yeah. Literally impossible.
Yeah. Now we've got a piece that, that you can tell
Sorry, I clap, yes,
Vicky very excited about already.
this piece.
It's a double strand, but this is really bang on trend, isn't it? You were saying again about the jewellery fair that you went to.
Yes, so Vincenzario is the largest European jewellery show that is hosted annually. And I went there and essentially every other designer was showcasing spheres, really playing with silver to let the light move. And instead of it being a flat, think about the tradition of, we've just talked about it, a flat curb chain. That flat curb chain creates a light play that's very much bouncing straight off. Actually, the Italian designer is now wanting the light to ripple, to create that beautiful over the top. So it's not bouncing straight off, it's actually creating that wonderful roll. And what that does, especially in this style of design, is that it gives this ripple. And so instead of getting that almost razzmatazz of paparazzi glitz and glamour, you have this sophisticated movement of light. And actually with this bracelet, because we're not just doing one single brand, we've got 2 bands of those beads. You have got that double ripple. It's almost like kind of, the rippling of the waves, that continuous movement. And you have got that movement all the way through. 2 practical parts of this bracelet I'm going to highlight for anybody who has dexterity issues. Now, I have Raynaud's disease, and because I have Raynaud's, it means that my dexterity to the tips of my fingers is often challenged. So I actually struggle very much with lobster clasps, etc. This is my go-to bracelet. I have owned my bracelet, and I did work it out because when it came to wear a couple of weeks back, I could not work out. I have had my jewellery of this, I've had it for 8 years. I've worn it every day of those 8 years. I don't take it off. I literally don't take it off.
Even when you shower?
Right? Don't take it off in the shower. I should, perhaps, to be fair, I probably
But you
should.
leave it on all the time, don't you?
Yes, I leave it on all the time. I've worn it for 7, and it still looks exactly the same as this. And I will say this to you, the reason that I wear it every day is because I don't have to worry about the clasp, because this is a stretchy. No clasp. No problem, slides on, slides on.
But it's really strong, isn't it? Because people worry about that kind of design for that reason.
Let me just show you, and I don't know whether we can get, but this is not traditional elastic. So this is what's classified as hardened jewellery elastic. I've worn mine for 8 years and I've not snapped it yet. 8 years, day in, day out. It is designed to be worn repeatedly. Now, obviously, treat your jewellery properly. I'm not suggesting that you go along and try and snap it or any of those things. If you want to do that, then on your head be it. But what I'm trying to say is that this is so quality practical based, and you can see there slides on and slides off. It is 2 bracelets that have been then torsade together, which means twisted together. I'll showcase those. You see that? So it's 2 bracelets created into the twist. The twist is created on its own, so you don't have to twist it. And once more, I'm just going to highlight the fact. Little stamp.
Yeah, there it is, the stamp of
stamp
quality,
says
isn't it?
Italy. That stamp says 925. That says that it's crafted in Italy, and it is 925 sterling silver. Even on our bracelets, with a very small charm, you have that approval. And the reason that's so important is that were you to, I'll give you a context. The reason that I love watching Antiques Roadshow is because I learn so much about antiques, but I also get to go, when I find out the price. Yes, I love that moment, don't you? You're literally just waiting and you're trying to take on board the education of it, but actually, you just want to go, oh, just tell us how much it is. Now, when you watch those kind of programs, there is one thing that the jewellery experts say is look for the stamp. And the reason that they say look for the stamp is because that is their way to gauge the quality of the jewellery to start from. So the stamp is 925, 92.5% sterling silver. 375 is gold, 9K gold, etc. 750 is 18 karat gold. That stamp is what is going to tell you and other people that you are owning sterling silver. That stamp is really important. The additional stamp of the Italy stamp is just elevating that silver and saying this is crafted in the best place possible. So you're not just getting the best of the precious metal, but you're getting the best craftsmanship. And that stamp actually really does have an influence on the value of your piece of jewellery, just based upon Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
You know, if it's got the stamp, great. If it doesn't, okay, I can't value it as I would. So that's just the differential. So you've just got that, I guess, for your own peace of mind, that stamp of approval of sterling silver guaranteed.
That gorgeous spherical design, really unusual, isn't it? We've just been looking to try and find pieces like this. We can only find a single strand bracelet, and the one that we found, the single strand, you're looking about £400. Oh my word! And there's one there for £350. Not bad.
Big designer look at the moment, but it is a big designer look at the moment.
Really, really
So,
popular,
yeah.
isn't it?
£45, and this is double strand, twisted together, makes it so much more interesting, doesn't it?
It does, and like you say, it really catches the light. It's like a wave of fantastic light and reflection. It's a beautiful piece, and the fact it's elasticated, so popular and so easy to put on and off. And another piece that is completely ageless.
And if you have long nails, the clasps are difficult.
Yeah.
If you have dexterity, if you've got arthritis, again, go back to my Auntie Sandra. You know, my Auntie Sandra has real struggles with her hands at the moment. And actually, why would you want to challenge yourself if you're already struggling to then try and put a piece of... It's not going to make you feel good, is it?
No.
Oh, I can't get this piece of jewellery on. The point is to feel good about yourself, to feel great when you're wearing it. So if you have got dexterity, or you know somebody who has, and as I say, from my point of view with my Raynaud's disease, there is an element of practicality that comes to this piece of jewellery that I can't wear that piece of jewellery every day if it doesn't have a clasp that I can't do. This has.
Now, remember, you can use PayPal 1665 on your first of 3 interest-free payments there. If you use PayPal, if you're paying online, 242225. Got to move away from that one now. We've got another new piece for you.
I love these. Oh
These
my
are
word.
so cool, aren't
They are so cool,
And
so on trend.
Genuinely, every time I've gone to wear them, I've gone, yeah, these are just going to fly. These are just going to fly.
Definitely.
I love, first of all, I know I'm not supposed to do this. I love the price point. But the only reason I love the price point so much is that it's even more value for money because you're getting 2 looks for the price of one.
Yeah, because you can wear them 2 different ways. can't you?
Exactly. So these are a single stud on their own, or they're a single stud with the jacket, and we call it a jacket.
I like
in the jewellery
that.
industry, I'll just
like
rotate
that.
it round. It's called a jacket because this part is the addition. So you can wear it with or without the jacket. And I love the fact, as I've said, good old Northerner likes to get bang for me buck. This is 2 looks for 1 price tag. And from my perspective, I had this like kind of vision of going, okay, day wear. You can't wear drop earrings because you're not allowed for work. A lot of people, you know, can't wear drop earrings, etc. Just, practicals of working environment. So you wear your studs on the day. You're heading out in your handbag. Pull out your beautiful. Add the cuff. Ready for the evening.
Good to go.
Yeah, I think there's just something really stylish about being
I love
able.
how they sit as well. They sit really nicely, and they look even better in the ear, don't they?
I think they're really trendy. I think
Yeah.
they've got such a cool look about them, and it's when they're in the ear that you really do see how they work. It's like magic, really, isn't it? It's like it's suspended on nothing.
I wonder if I can pull my ear just a little bit so that you can see how
Yeah.
simple.
Right, yeah. It's a
And
very clever design, Vicky.
Isn't it? And what I like about them is that there's a real easy wearability. And if you know anybody who's just had their ears pierced, the best thing you can do for your ears if you've just had them pierced is put a small stud into your ear like this, okay? But that doesn't mean to say that you don't need to then add a bit of personality to that stud, because of course the influence of what's in the ear is the classic stud, and then you can just add in the jacket. And you've got practical, you've got that brand new look, but you've also got a real stylish look. I would say if you are looking for giftings to somebody, younger generation, and you want to just gift something that you know they're going to wear and better wear, there's not a better piece of jewellery in our range right now that ticks the boxes and has wearability in 2 different ways.
Really nice. I really like
And I
those.
think if you are buying this perhaps for a teenager, whatever sort of fashion sense they've got, these are going to work.
Well, my nieces and my nephew would love these.
Yes.
wouldn't
Well,
they?
yeah. whether you're quite sort of girly, they're fabulous, or then perhaps you are a little bit sort of dyed black hair and you like the sort of more gothic sort of look, they're going to be fabulous as well. I just think they're such a great style. So there's your stud on its own. So there's your two different looks.
So this is the 4mm. Of the single stud, and for those who have got their ears pierced or are getting, and actually I think these are really cool for further up the ear as well. You know, if you've got three, if you're on like kind of your third.
Great idea, yes.
Because actually this is gonna cushion beautifully.
Yes.
And don't forget that if you are wearing like this and you've got pardon me, a piercing right at the very top of your lobe, this will then just cushion up and over to then sit over the top of your lobe like that. Can you see?
Very clever, yeah.
So it does have that versatility.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
That's a really great idea.
So you have got multiple ways to be able to utilise this, and you know, it could be that actually you only wear one, or you wear both of the pair on one ear. So you actually wear it as a classic here, and then you wear it up here as well. So you've got that nice kind of
cool.
There's just so much wearability of these earrings, and for now, I would just say, you know, for your solid sterling silver, for an under £30 to have so much versatility from one look, it's a no-brainer really, isn't it?
And the price is spectacular, like Vicky was saying. $26.25 if you want to go for those. 533670 is your item number just there. Go to the website and you'll see everything.
Massively busy for those. We knew you'd love them. Fantastic.
Really busy across everything. As I say, the website, you can see the full range. There really is something for everyone. Prices starting just over £20. Remember, we've got a couple of items that are great Father's Day gifts. The gold bracelet we've got for you. And we've also got a sterling silver bracelet, that diamond cut Figaro bracelet of 8 inches. Again, I really think unisex, male or female, real gender neutral on those. An 8-inch wearing length if you want to go for that bracelet that you see there, and $48.75 with that price reduction across everything. 25% off on this Faith and Brown special that we've got for you, whether you're buying for gifts for you or gifts for someone else. Now this next piece, again designer inspired. When we both saw this and you told us about the designer inspiration, oh my goodness, what a deal.
I've been looking at these earrings
Hayley said on the way here.
These are fabulous.
When I look at the designer price point of this style of designer ear, I mean, it's just a different world. It genuinely is just a different world.
I love them, but you just wouldn't spend that money.
But it's the same precious metal. This is my point.
This is a different kind of finish as well, isn't it? You said the process.
So you know, these designer price points are based upon the design and the brand, but it's actually the same precious metal as we're working with, you know, sterling silver. So it's an extraordinary opportunity that we're giving you here, because these are what I would call the epitome of your designer current look. If you are interested in, flicking through your socials or going through your glossy magazines, you can't turn an eye to anything other than seeing these earrings everywhere. But in particular, we've created our own finish. So we've taken the inspiration of that designer look that's £800+, and we've actually gone, okay, let's give our twist to this. And what we've created here is this wonderful extension in an electroform design. Now, this means that what we can produce is a big piece of jewellery, and when you see them in the ear, you'll understand they're impact jewellery, which is why we've called them the dynamic collection, because you're getting a dynamic impact to the ear, but they are lightweight.
Yes. No
loppy lobe. I keep on saying it, I'm absolutely anti-loppy lobe. And you can see here, for the size of ear, and this is a 41mm, no loppy lobe.
Fabulous.
So it doesn't weigh down the ear.
Not at all. And you can see there, if I just showcase the profile, and this is all, so the big designers at the moment are trying to give that bold statement, frame the face. And I say, if you're going to do one thing this spring, summer, frame your face. That's all you need to do, because every other designer out there is saying this is the way to get impact from your accessories this year. And to get that impact, I mean, you've got there that extension of luxury silver, and this is full luxury silver. It's all sterling silver again, But what we've done is created this electronic form, and this electroform allows us to create this bulbous form. I use that word again, but you've got that luxury of the bulbous form, but instead of that being a full weight dropping on the lobe, which is what would be if this wasn't electroformed, it would be pulling on the lobe because of the size and the weight of the silver. Instead, it's electroformed, so it's lightweight, but it's static. And what we've done with that static is that actually we've taken that extension of the shepherd hook and we've given you that drama. And those of you who are obviously following the designer will know that this elongation to the back behind the lobe is a big designer look of the moment. Designer price point, as I say, you can tune into many social medias and they'll tell you can easily spend £800+ on that very well-known designer brand of earrings. Different design. You know, these are different, these are our own personality, but these are solid sterling silver and they are the luxury but without the price point. The designer luxury but without the designer price point.
I absolutely love these, and of course with PayPal Pay in 3 you can split that cost to £16.65 today. £45 down from £60. Again, that perfect present, but actually probably a present for yourself. You've probably been like me looking at these earrings forever, wishing you could afford them, and you've got that look so affordably as well. But the wonderful thing is, still sterling silver, still that same precious metal, but not with that huge price point.
That's right. And I think, you know, one of the nice parts about them is this, these feel as good as they look. There's another sense of that real sense of luxury. And every time I've worn them recently, I felt a little bit special. And I think actually jewellery can do that. And those special occasions, you know, whatever the occasion is, whether it's, you know, heading out for a meal with friends, or whether it's going for a wedding event, sometimes to just have a statement piece of jewellery where people remember the event because of the jewellery that you wore. This is your statement.
It's at £16.65 on your first of 3 PayPal payments if you're paying online and you want to take advantage of that PayPal. Now, you said statement piece. One of the pieces that has been so popular, because I think the value here is spectacular, because this is top end, isn't it?
We're looking Italian crafted. That's the first thing to say. And the reason I set that standard is because when we talk Italian, we're talking world class. But when we talk Italian gold, the harmony of those two elements of getting the pure quality of gold in a world-class craftsmanship, this is the result. And of that result, we're offering you over 7 grams of gold at a reduced price point for something that actually at the moment is not seeing declining prices, but actually is at an all-time record-breaking, literally 30-year record-breaking high. Wow. There's never been a time where gold has hit these prices, and at the moment it doesn't feel like the ceiling is stopping. It feels like it's moving one way, and that's up. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, so I'm not going to tell you where that price is going to go. I've no idea. I wish I did. But actually, the reality is that what I can say is I do not believe that we will, once this sells out, and with the quantity that we've got, I reckon it'll be a sellout. Once this sells out, we do not believe we'll be able to recreate this piece of jewellery and then offer this price point again. Basically because the price has gone up. And just to give perspective again on that price of gold, 20 years ago, £100, you've got £100 worth of gold. That £100 worth of gold is now 600. And that's based on the way that the price has shifted in the gold. You know, I'm not suggesting that your gold would be worth that if you resold it, because obviously reselling gold is very different. However, what I'm saying is that like for like, that 100 is now 600. It's mind-bending. That's a huge amount of money.
So many of you have got this in baskets now. We don't want you to miss out on it. Over £187 saving on this one piece. It's the biggest saving on the show at £750. It's a great price because of the weight of the gold that you've got there, and the feel and the design of this piece. Honestly, when you get it out and you put it against your wrist, you'll absolutely love it. We've got 3 interest-free payments, £189.15 on your first of 3 payments if you're using PayPal Pay in 3 and you're paying online. But the feel of it against the wrist, the quality, the value is spectacular.
It's so super smooth against the wrist. It's always going to sit so beautifully, but so nice that this is unisex. You could perhaps have a matching with your partner, with your husband, with your wife, or with your partner, having the same bracelet for a special anniversary. But my goodness, what a beautiful piece. How come it is so smooth against the wrist and it sits so nicely?
That's the Cuban design, and actually the Cuban is, and it's the reason it's so popular is because I think once you've had this against your wrist, you won't want anything else because of that wonderful smoothness. It creates a curvature, but that curvature then creates that gorgeous play against the wrist as it moves around. Just to highlight just quickly, you can see the solid size of the clasp to match the 7+ grams of gold. It's quite an important attribute, I think, for a world-class piece.
And you've got the flatness on the clasp as well, so that's going to sit beautifully.
Yes. Every part's designed and thought of. Italian jewellery is just always considered, and that's what I love about it. You know, it always feels like they just go, and that's great, but let's make it even better. And that's what we've got from this piece of jewellery. And the price point probably is the cherry on top of the cake. That looks gorgeous.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yes.
That actually looks really gorgeous.
Really nice.
Yeah.
It's a piece that I think will be that heirloom piece, won't it? That you pass on time and time again. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Oh, it looks great from every angle, doesn't it?
You could buy this for a 21st, and then when your child's 21, you could pass that down. Your dad would love that bracelet, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. He'd absolutely love it.
And the interesting part about it is that because it's solid gold, no matter what, this will be a treasure. Whether it's a treasure for intrinsic value, fair dues, whether it's a sentimental value, this piece of jewellery has value to it in every attribute. And I think what's gorgeous about it is that you're starting at the point where this is a collector's opportunity. 7 grams is a collector's opportunity. Let's not forget that you can go into Costco in America right now and you can buy a bar of gold bullion. That's where gold is as a commodity these days. It kind of sets me a little bit like kind of on edge, because I feel like we've crossed that barrier from gold being an investor's metal to actually being everybody. You know, I think of investors who have got portfolios and I've got this and I've got this gold and I've got this. Actually, gold is now becoming available to all of us, and we're trying to be part of that journey by doing, 7 grams of gold at these price points to give everybody the chance to have that opportunity.
Really busy on this. Well, we haven't got as much stock as we would like to have, and when that stock has gone, sadly, we doubt very much you'll see a price like this again in the future, with the price of gold going up so much. Should be £750, saving over £180 at £562.50, but split that cost. You've got PayPal Pay in 3, so allowing it to be more affordable, splitting the cost completely interest-free to £189.15. It even splits your delivery as well. Don't forget, you have got one delivery on as many items as you buy from our Faith and Brown range, so do check everything out on the website. If you've got birthdays coming up, do put everything that you want into one basket, because then you will only pay that one delivery. And we have prices, I've been saying from £22.50, but actually from just over £20 and upwards. We've got the most amazing necklaces. There's my bracelet and my necklace. You've got some beautiful earrings. We've got the ropes as well, which we have been busy on and we haven't even managed to get to. We've actually got 3 different lengths of these, so 3 different prices. So they go from £78 and 75 pence. So you can choose the length, and that rope design, that has never gone out of fashion, because this was one of the first pieces of jewellery my dad bought for my mum.
Ah, really?
It was a rope necklace, which
Timeless.
She's actually passed on to me, which is
special. That's a really, really special
really
opportunity,
special.
isn't it? So your 18-inch, just to give those who are, into the facts and figures, 18-inch is 11 grams of silver. Your 24-inch is 15 grams of silver, and your 30-inch is 18.1 grams of silver. So they are weighty. And the reason that's important when you're talking about rope chain is because there is a long-term wearability to rope chains. And because of the way that they design and, they craft the wind, and it literally is woven silver, that's what makes it so special. You have this incredible feel against the skin. I love the rope chain because it's not weighted like a Belcher chain, but it has this luxurious weighted feel against the skin. For anybody who's looking for something that has that timeless potential, you're looking at a piece of jewellery that you're gifting to yourself or to somebody, and you want it to have almost a legacy quality about it, you will not, and I genuinely believe this, you will not go wrong if you go for a rope chain. There is a timeless aspect to this. It's a go-to.
My rope chain is 65 years old.
Wow.
How amazing is that? You know, because Dad bought it Mum.
But that gives
their
you some
wedding.
perspective,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
absolutely.
You know, you're buying something for £70 today, and of that £70 or so, you could actually be not just wearing it yourself, but you could be passing it down. And that is something that I very much, you know, I'm a mum of 3, I very much have in my own mindset when I'm working with my team. Let's make this world class. It's a bit like, you know, with the gemstones we're about to do. Let's not do just the everyday. Let's do the quality, because this is timeless and this could be legacy, and there's definitely that quality. So this is the 18, as I say, that's 11 grams. Then you've got the 24, which is 15 grams, and then you've got the 30, which is 18.1 grams. So there is a luxury. Oh, 18.9, beg your pardon.
Even better.
Ooh, even better, just off the 19 gram weight on that. So we're heading towards, you know, signature sizes and weights for the neckline.
Absolutely gorgeous, and you found that before we even got to it, so please do make
Well
sure
done.
you check your baskets out. We are trying to get to everything, but the time is flying away with us, so please, if you found something that you like, put it in that basket and check that basket out. So many of you now with items in baskets. Beautifully packaged as well, and the way that you package is this you will carry on using.
It's usable.
Travelling, because this is how I travel my jewellery. You know, I've bought pouches like this to travel my jewellery. This is how your jewellery comes, which is fantastic.
Yes, and actually, you know, the little detail of reminding you every time you open up to feel beautiful. Right. Because remember, you know, we all have the right to feel good about ourselves. You know, I think sometimes we forget that it's up to us how we want to feel. And you deserve, every time you put your piece of jewellery on, to feel beautiful, not just look beautiful, because actually that's all about the aesthetics. And jewellery is an aesthetic quality, but actually I think jewellery of all accessories can make you feel something. It touches the skin, it touches how you feel about yourself, and it gets you ready to face the world sometimes when sometimes we're not quite ready for that. Yes. We have to put that face paint on, and we have to do. That's what I think jewellery could do. It is that feel-good factor. And as I say, when I'm designing with the team, and this is my own personal design, this comes from my heart, is I'm looking for something that I'm hoping becomes a signature to your jewellery collection, that becomes a signature to perhaps you know, passing it down. Each one of these gemstones has a meaning, you know, within the jewellery industry. They're known for specifics, but I will highlight one thing. Every single one of these is a masterpiece, and I say that it's nature's masterpiece. They all have Mother Nature's fingerprint, which means they are perfectly individual. And I say perfectly individual because not one will be the same. Now, let me introduce you. You've got 5 different options. This is the Nandina collection. Now, the Nandina, again, for those of you who go, oh, that has a real designer feel, there is a very well-known designer that brought out a range at exactly the same time as I did. I'd like to say we both came up with the same thing at around the same time. I'd like to say that I'm really clever. It's not that. I think it was just luck. But this is a very well-known designer that I know a lot of you all have go, I really like that, but it's a couple of £100. Not here. When you've got this beautiful, this is Labradorite. Now, when I spoke to my team about wanting Labradorite, they kind of went, and I went, go on, tell me what that's for. And actually, you can get Labradorite of a very low level quality, very low level. And essentially the low level would be, I can't even show you because this is so, right, it'd be very grey, it would be very, what would be cloudy. Right. And of that cloud, you wouldn't get, watch this, that.
Right. You wouldn't get that.
Right? You wouldn't.
And that's
because the quality that we have gone out to find, and that's why we've won the Global Excellence Awards, you know, that's the reason that I'm sitting here with a team that continues to just keep amazing me, is they went out and they found the best Labradorite. And I'm not hesitating to say, from my perspective, and I've worked for 20 years with this gemstone, this is the finest Labradorescence. Labradorescence is that beautiful iridescent blue that you're seeing that catches the light.
How it moves, doesn't it? It's like it moves. is in the light.
Yeah.
Well, it is because
get a different
actually
look where-
what's happening inside this gemstone is copper platelets are catching the light.
Okay.
So as the light enters the gemstone, copper platelets then react and then split the light over the surface of the gemstone to create that beautiful blue. So that's labradorite. It's known as the protector gemstone. So if you want, you're gifting this
For a child,
and just
one of your sons, daughters.
exactly. Or you buy the necklace for yourself, but don't forget this is a set. You've got the necklace for yourself, and you could give
that's
the bracelet
nice. Yeah.
to somebody else.
Yeah.
Your nephew would love this,
Yeah.
wouldn't he?
I could
Yeah,
put these
I love
together.
the fact that this is really unisex, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my nephew in America would absolutely
Yeah.
love.
You can see how it catches the light as you move it around, how it changes the look. So you're getting the bracelet and the necklace for a great price. Usual price of 115. It comes down to, is it 70? Well, how much is 75? 75 for
Yeah,
both?
well, as I say, we've not done anything like it, and I thought, well, I could just do the 25% off, or we could just go for broke and make this a real exclusive. So this is a one-off price.
Just for us here at ShopOnTV.
No, but yeah, I don't even have it on our own website.
Great.
No, we don't have that.
Love
So you've got the labradorite, you've got the amazonite, the gemstone of hope. Those of you who messaged in fact, every time I come to wear, I get somebody talking to me about the ring that I wear. So this is my Nandina ring, and I wear it because at a point where my world was a little bit upside down, that's the best way to describe it, I designed this piece of jewellery and I wore this gemstone, and it's the gemstone of hope because I actually genuinely believe sometimes we need a little bit of hope in life.
Absolutely.
You know, sometimes even when the world is looking good, we still need hope.
Definitely.
So you have your amazonite, which, as I say, is one of our top sellers. So, you know, if you like it, and it is natural, I'm going to keep on saying this, which means that those beautiful clouds that are sitting inside it will be totally unique to your piece.
Each piece.
Hand cut, hand carved, one lapidarist for the whole collection. One person completely created this whole collection for me.
Gosh.
So this really is master craftsmanship.
Yeah.
And again, when you think of a bespoke piece of jewellery with a master craftsman cutting that gemstone for you, giving you a piece of jewellery that nobody else is going to have, and you get two pieces for £75, I honestly go out there and I go, try and find anyone else that does master craftsmanship, world-class 100% natural amazonite or lapis lazuli, and then see if they do it for £75 for a set of the necklace and the bracelet.
And we've got PayPal Pay in 3, remember, so you can split the cost interest-free on PayPal.
Lapis lazuli, completely natural lapis lazuli, which means that the golden flecks, which are actually what's called fool's gold, pyrite, that sit inside there as speckles that naturally sit inside the gemstone. Now, the grade of this blue that we're sourcing from the same location as Cleopatra, fell in love with lapis lazuli.
No way.
Yes.
Great.
And she ground down that lapis lazuli to create her eyeshadow.
Wow.
That's the colour and that's the gemstone. We go to the same location. No messing. That's what I mean. My team are amazing.
Yeah.
The reason that we won the Lux Life Excellence Awards this year, I genuinely believe, is because the passion is not just small. It's big. It's bold. It's let's do it and let's do it properly. So that's 100% natural lapis lazuli. Then 100% natural, not just moonstone, but Sri Lankan moonstone. Now, the reason I go to Sri Lanka is because I don't think there's a better place in the world that gives you the quality of moonstone. This iridescence is captivating. It's known as the lover's gemstone.
That's lovely.
I know, isn't it? It's mesmerising. My friend got actually the ring, and she said she wore it for 4 days, and she said at one point I thought I'm going to have to stop take it off because I couldn't stop looking at it. She said I kept on like going to polish and then stopping and just looking at my hand. It's that kind of captivating. So that's the gorgeous necklace.
That'd
Don't
be
forget
lovely
you
for
do get the bracelet.
bride, wouldn't it?
Yes. Or bridesmaids. Yes, please. That'd be gorgeous, especially lover's gemstone. That would work, wouldn't it?
Lovely.
And then finally, it's the one that Leslie, my producer, genuinely every time's going, natural, 100% natural. It's not dyed. And the reason that's really important to identify is because within the gem world, lots of gemstones are treated. Most sapphires in the trade, most sapphires are diffused. They're heated. They're penetrated with a dye to make them blue, right? That's just part of the course. Probably 90+% of sapphires out there are treated.
Really?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. 100%. Well, yes, I'd say probably higher than 90% these days. So most gemstones, even your precious gemstones, are treated. Malachite, because it's a copper-based gemstone, it's actually copper-rich. You penetrate this with a little bit of copper, you've got a deeper grade. So it essentially becomes enhanced by man.
Right.
not here.
Natural
This
green.
is natural green malachite, 100% natural. And for those who love, you know, those feature gemstones that become very personal to you, the striations of your piece of jewellery will be completely unique to your piece. Nobody else in the world. It's literally Mother Nature's fingerprint. Absolutely unique. And in fact, I can showcase that because I can also show you the bracelet alongside, and the striations are completely different.
Gosh, they are. You can really see.
Personality, completely unique.
One-off pieces, so it's like a bespoke piece. isn't it?
Fabulous.
Look at that moonstone. Look at that.
Look at that. Catching the light. Oh my word.
And the top one. What's the top one called?
Labradorite.
Labradorite.
That's
So-
like they've got lights in it. That's
It is,
amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Completely nature's creation. And I'll just quickly show you just the practical parts.
I love this clasp.
Slider bracelet means that one size fits all. Once you've then got that slider in place, once it stays there until you change it. So
Fabulous.
one size fits all, and takes you all the way up to 10 inches, and then can go nice for children's wrists as well.
Yes.
Because it will fit. And I actually, a friend of mine asked me for a gift, and she wanted to give a christening gift. And I was like, that's interesting. And I suggested this because I said, well, you could buy it as a christening gift that's perfect for now, but actually as she
They'll still be able
grows,
to
Yeah.
it'll continue to
Yeah.
grow with her. So the slider bracelet, and then the necklace does have 3 variant settings: 16-inch, 17-inch and 18-inch. So you've got all of that versatility as well.
Absolutely
I love the
loving
price
this.
point.
I really love
Exclusive
that,
with
yeah.
us here on Shop on TV. You've got both for £75, but of course you can split that cost over PayPal Pay in 3. I just think the perfect gift, and I do think as well nice to split perhaps with a loved one. Perhaps you're buying the necklace and the bracelet for yourself, but actually the bracelet you could then give to your son or your daughter. Completely unisex, this look as well. Really stunning. And do look at the meaning of each of those gemstones, and remember 100% natural. No 2 necklaces in the same gemstone will be the same or look the same, because they'll have those different markings.
Isn't that nice?
So
to have
really
a
unique.
unique piece, unique just to you, and such a great collection, and all having their own meanings. Remember, if you know exactly what you want to go for, be quick with those. An exclusive, as we said, £26.65 on your first of 3 payments. If you're using PayPal, 860842 is your item number. We've really got something for everybody on this show. Really affordable pieces. And everything's such high quality. That's what I love about your stuff, Vicky.
Trying. Yes.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You're award winning, so I think you're doing it
Well,
right.
yes, yeah, and I actually, in some ways, one of the nicest parts about winning, you know, the Lux Life Excellence Awards was partly almost just that seal of approval from somebody else saying,
just a little
you
pat
know,
on the
making
back,
that
isn't it?
effort, because actually sometimes making the effort, it looks easy, but it's really not.
Well, that award is so high, isn't it? We're talking
Oh,
like
yes,
the
yes, 5-star
the top-
hotels,
yeah.
the best of the literally the best globally. And the awards are actually, they're broken down into 4 separate, you know, times to be kicked out, essentially. So when we got to the end and I found out that we were
Gosh.
part of the, you know, the last
That makes my
phase,
hair's gone. And
I was like, you know, when you take your breath,
Yeah.
okay, I don't need to win because this is as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
And then when we won, it was just that, wow. Yes, you know, the accolade is, you know, gratefully received, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Now we're looking at the oval mirror chain in sterling silver. The 20-inch comes in 3 different options, doesn't it? And then we've got it in a 30-inch, which we're looking at right now. The 20-inch, as I say, 277530. This is so affordable. 26.25,
Yeah.
and this is inspired again by a big designer brand.
massive designer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if you know that designer, you just go, oh, that's so blank. Now, that blank is really expensive, but it's really gorgeous. So I'm not going to berate the price tag based on the fact that actually it's a gorgeous piece of jewellery. But essentially, if you don't want to spend several £100s, and I don't know many people who want to do that if they don't have to, actually you've got that mirror impact that that designer embraces and makes the most of. What I love about this, and the reason that I think it is such a wearable piece of jewellery, is that wherever you are, walking into a room, this piece of jewellery is going to be the impact that you're looking for, because the light, and if I just move this, I mean, I'm going to move it tiny amount, every single one of these oval links is like a camera flash. It catches the eye magnificently. And I love the fact that I'm wearing all three of them at the same time at the moment. And the reason I put all three on is because I wanted to showcase how well they blend together.
Because they are all the same length, aren't they? We've just got them staggered so you see the colours. But when you see them all together, they work so well.
From a distance, we don't even need, I mean, if we said that we don't need to go any closer, I think our director would be very happy with that. Because look at that. Pa-ching, pa-ching, hardly moving. And literally, if I stay static,
still catches the light, doesn't it? That mirror design that you see there, that reflection that you get, it's 26.25 for this. Vicky is wearing all three options as well.
Just because I wanted to show you the 18 karat gold, which is the yellow gold, the 18 karat rose gold and the silver blend beautifully together. If you're going on your holidays, and of course this is part of our spring summer collection, so if you're going on your holidays, get all three. You can wear them together because they're so complementary together, and they really do mix because of that light play. And then on top of that, you know, you can take one off for your mix and match as you want to.
They're going to look great with a tan, aren't they?
Yeah, and then add in the 30, which just add that gorgeous drape. Hey presto, jobs are good one for your holidays, isn't it?
It's the same design, but it's a 30-inch wearing length, only available in the sterling silver. But look at them all together. They look great, don't they?
And the 30-inch is my go-to. I've said if anybody just wants to buy one piece of jewellery tonight, just the one, and you think to yourself, which is the best one, Vix? I'd say if you want to get the most out of your jewellery for spring, summer, get this piece of jewellery because you've got your 30-inch, but you've also got the chance, and if I just showcase it here, from that 30-inch, you can actually give a full wrap, and because of the length, you can then...
Perfect. So any neckline, any outfit,
isn't it?
It's like a different necklace.
So that's the second look. Then very big at the moment, really big at the moment.
Lovely.
Oh, it's caught in my hair. Hang on. Well, actually, I think it's caught on my earpiece. Not to worry, you can get a sense. So you can see their choker to then drape. That's big at the moment. So you could get three completely different looks. So if you are looking capsule wardrobe, capsule jewellery to match, one necklace, three completely different looks.
And I keep forgetting the price, $28.50. I mean, that is crazy. That is that perfect present for yourself. Treat yourself for that. So versatile. It is that one necklace you can take on holiday and get so many different looks. 109656 is your item number. At £38, incredible value for money. For £28.50, remember, everything has got 25% off. Check everything out on the website. Sadly, we are coming towards the end of our show, but you can carry on shopping after we've finished. Go on to ShopOnTV.co.uk, but do check your baskets out as soon as you possibly can. Some items are so super busy. And something we touched on, which you'll see here, is the most amazing rope necklace that you found before we went to it. Then we showed it on air, and this has gone crazily busy. You have got this in three different lengths as well, and we'll run you through the lengths so you'll see how they fall. But what I will say about a rope necklace, this will never go out of fashion. This is actually what my dad bought for my mum on their wedding day. So this, her mum's necklace is sort of 65 years old, and I now have that piece. It's a piece that I know you will pass on. It's a piece that will never be out of fashion, and it's a piece that will always mean so very much. And what a fabulous necklace.
Isn't it? And I've just done the 30-inch.
Oh, brilliant.
With the design that we've just been talking about in terms of the double wrap, just so you can see how a 30-inch with the rope, and you know, the differential, of course, is the thickness and the width that you get from that fantastic feature of the rope. For me, I mean, the 30-inch, it's 18.9 grams of silver. It's got a weight to it that really offers that luxury feel, that element of wow factor. I mean, that with a little open shirt for a summer's day.
It's really nice.
So nice.
Glorious. I mean, genuinely a glorious piece of jewellery that's just going to keep on giving.
And that's so versatile in that length, because I love it like that. But then if you were just in a plain sort of perhaps a long sort of knitted dress, then having it with the length, Oh, that really sort of nips you in at the waist amazingly, doesn't it, when you have that length with something, a column of colour, yeah.
And what's interesting about this piece of jewellery is I think when we go to the real, what we call the intrinsic value of silver, I think this is the full embodiment that says, you know, you will have this piece of jewellery as you have, you know, 65 years down the line, you will have this piece of jewellery which could actually be your generational, your legacy. Don't underestimate that. For the price point that you're paying, you know, there are very few things that you could enjoy right here, right now for yourself that have then the chance to be able to be passed down and have an intrinsic value that, you know, is quite impressive in current time. Yeah. Very impressive, in fact.
Again, the value of silver and gold just going through the roof. There it is, that full 30-inch wearing length. Lots of different options you've got, haven't you, with the 30-inch. However, you do have different wearing lengths available in this particular necklace. The 24 inches coming onto the screen right now.
So the 24 sits pretty much, I would say, you know, bust line and just above. And for anybody who's looking for that feature that just gives a little bit more of a curve to the open décolletage, you know, rather than the closed décolletage and open neckline, the 24 is absolutely majestic. It's glorious. It's 15 grams of sterling silver, and again, just that twisted formation. It is woven, so this is silver that is really intricately crafted, which is of course a representation of the price point as well. And finally, the 18-inch. That 18-inch is over 11 grams of silver. Now, for me, the 18-inch is probably the most traditional length for a rope chain. For many people, 18 inches. And the rope chain itself, because of the gauge of the thickness of the actual design, as you can see that it's just going to, if I just move it left, right, how it catches the light. Absolutely glorious. Beautiful piece of jewellery.
It's stunning. And for me, a rope chain in silver, it's a real different look. You can really see the detail. £27.90 on your first of 3 payments if you want to go for the 18-inch. If you're taking advantage of PayPal Pay in 3 online. We've had some amazing pieces starting at £20, well, just over £20. Do check out your baskets now, though. We are coming towards the end of the live show.
And busiest point of the show, actually. It's been lovely. You've stayed with us all evening this evening, which is a real treat. And it's really nice to know that you are still shopping, but you do need to check those baskets out. Some items getting quite low in stock, so make sure you don't miss out. And check out all the birthdays you've got coming up, because I think when you've got one delivery, it's well worth making sure you get everything you want in that one basket. And something that you have all fallen in love with, which is totally unisex, because Vicky, you had this on earlier on. This is such a beautiful piece, and we are talking real gold here.
Solid gold. It's over 7 grams. I think the nicest part about this opportunity, it's Italian gold. It's Italian craftsmanship. And all of that is just guaranteeing a luxury that is, I mean, it's incomparable to anywhere else. I wouldn't want to buy gold from anywhere else personally, because that's, from my point of view, it is literally the ultimate location. And you can see that distinction when you see the quality of the Cuban brace, the Cuban link, beg your pardon. That Cuban link creates a smoother curvature to each one of those curb links, and that means that it caresses against the skin. And actually, what's lovely to see it on Sean, can you see how it's just smooth? It doesn't have a rise. It doesn't either have an edge to it, and often a curb bracelet will be quite edgy, it's quite blocked, whereas you can see here how it's got that smoothness. That's why the Cuban is so sought after. But in particular, you know, with the biggest thing I will say to you, if you have got any thought process that says you want this bracelet, I will say now, once it sells out, I cannot, and my team have said to me very clearly, I cannot guarantee this price point again. And I say that because, of course, the price of gold has gone through the roof to the point where it is now at a record-breaking high. So I can't guarantee this price tag. No. That's important.
We've got a huge saving. It's our biggest saving on the show, isn't it? And then we've still got PayPal Pay in 3 available for you if you want to spread the cost interest-free. £189.15 on your first of 3 payments, including your postage. But that huge saving that you can see there should be £750. It's down to £562.50. And the value of gold, as Vicky said throughout the show, well, it's just going up and up and up.
It's gone absolutely crazy, and I think that's one of the reasons you're buying this. But I think you've fallen in love with the piece, and perhaps you have got a special occasion coming up, like a golden wedding anniversary. Oh, yeah. That'd be that perfect present, wouldn't it?
And have one each.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, unisex. It's absolutely perfect. The way it sits, I love. It's never going to twist. It's
Yeah.
always going to look fantastic.
That's the design of it.
Remember, check your baskets out on this, but keep ordering after the ad. Jump onto the website, ShopOnTV. A massive thank you to Vicky.
Thank you, guys. Pleasure.
Thank you to Faith and Brown, and thank you for watching. Check out your baskets. See you later.
Bye.